again, please, when you post right here, you can see it. Just put your full name in your post, in that official post, and then judging is going to be done by our 3 panels. So, are we ready to get this going?
I think we're
I'm ready, but I don't have the hard work to do today.
All right, so let's get going on this. We're going to count you down now to get sculpting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So dramatic.
So everybody's going. Everybody's going. All right. So start.
So dramatic.
Start it up. So we're gonna.
Okay, you guys now go ahead and.
So
what do
you guys?
What do you normally do with this, right? Because we're going to start jumping around, and I've now just talked for 15, 20 minutes and taking your segment.
Mostly because the level, like the playing field is so level, getting to see people's initial steps is actually really, really awesome. I'm like peeking at a lot of people who are streaming from Twitch right now. And yeah, I'm excited to see how they all start. Actually, that's like my favorite part of the sculpt is like when you take the sphere and just kind of smoosh it.
The start of the sculpt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's so many ways to start, right? So everyone's going to have a different way to start something off over anybody else, right? So
it's true.
There's no wrong way, really. To start.
Of course not.
Yeah. So listen, sometimes the way I start just doesn't make any sense at all. But hey, it's my art. It's crazy.
This is my sculpt.
This is your sculpt. Okay, so to recap, everyone's now sculpting. So you guys that are not sculpting, all right, you can visit YouTube and you will see, because people will have that hashtag. People will have the icon that says they're in the sculpt off. You could, like Jessica's been talking about, you could go to Twitch and start seeing everyone that's involved in this competition. Okay. What we're going to be doing though, is we're going to be jumping around, right? A lot here to as many contestants as we can and showing them on our screen and then talking about maybe some features that they're using, giving some other tips and ideas here. So it should be really a lot of fun here. Okay. Right. And again, go to, you can watch on our channel if you want. Again, you're on our channel, so you're going to in a minute here start seeing some people sculpting. But if you want, again, go to YouTube or you can go to Twitch and you'll see everybody that's sculpting in there, right? So let's put Joseph's up, because I like what's going on at Joseph's screen right now. Hey, that's the way this is near and dear to Joseph's heart right there.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. There we go. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dead serious peeking at everybody. But
no Sculptris Pro usage though.
What did you say? Sculptris Pro?
I said no Sculptris Pro usage though. Yeah, that's the button's turned on off at the top there.
Oh, you're making Joseph cry right now. If Sculptris Pro.
Hey, let them do their thing. I love using planes for faces. Like I actually had a friend that was working on a face recently, and I had to like break stuff down as far as like facial planes. Like if you can get the planes right, everything else is going to come together really, really easily. One of my favorite reference sculptures that I keep at my desk is one that one of our Overwatch artists made back in the day, and it's just plainer, like really exaggerated proportions, but plainer stuff. I love it.
Mm-hmm. I think this is a
I think I remember that model.
Yeah, Pure Oberson had done it.
Yes.
That's a good way to. I like to start with this head sometimes for heads, right? Because it's not, you don't have craziness all over, then you can just go, but you've already got proportionally things done.
Yep.
And you should be using it, and it makes it easier to mapping out a head with all those planes for sure. Right. So I've been working this forever. I just started working on Trust, don't laugh.
You're always working forever. Yeah. Always. I'm like, take a break now.
How about, I should probably rephrase it. What sculpt did I finish? Right. So I started with this from my actual Soundwave transformer. Like that's the head I actually started with, because it's easy to plop it out and go. Right. So I found that very useful to start that way. Right. It's a lot of quick way to go and get what you need to go. And you can see this person's using a custom UI too.
Yeah, it's really pared down. I'm so like default.
Oh yeah, me too. I don't do a lot of custom. I think it's just I talk to so many different people all the time that are different levels.
Yep. You want your screen to be really familiar with anybody just starting out.
Yeah, that's the same with mine. Like I used to have custom all over the place before Pixelogic, and then after that, now I got to keep it kind of vanilla.
Oh, like how crazy was yours before you were?
It was pretty crazy. I had a bunch of menus and stuff for hotkeys and everything else, so it was all based around that. Like everything I'd use, I'd go and if I tapped it more than once while I was doing something, I'd put it in a menu. And then so that way I just had this menu that just had everything I clicked on. So it would all be grouped together. And then of course I broke it down to where if I do this process, I always end up hitting this button next. And so I had it grouped like that as well.
And then that's how you would go. That's how you determine what you put in your custom.
Yep.
Did you do like a lot of shortcuts? Like the popular things 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for brushes?
No, I didn't go. I think the most craziest one I've seen was Dominic Quick. He had the one where it was like Shift 1, and then he had a Control 1, and then he had an Alt Shift 1, and then he had Control Shift 1. And his hotkey system was crazy.
It sounds like
No,
Vitaly.
I didn't get that crazy.
Like those guys spend like a significant amount of time really honing their hotkeys specifically tailored to their workflow so they can work as fast as possible with like zero downtime. And it takes a lot of time to set that up, but then it saves you a ton of time later on.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at someone else and see where someone else is going. So
I've got 10 tabs of people all up on my screen right now.
All right. So this is someone doing something completely different, starting a different way, using Radial, using some ZModeler, and some Gizmo. I use the Gizmo so much. It's crazy how much I use the Gizmo with all the hidden features that are in there. Like the ability to swap out through insert mesh brushes. I use that all the time. And then using the ability to extrude. I use that a lot for this. You can see this person's using radial symmetry. Oh, they got their own custom menu there too. Speaking of custom.
Yeah. These guys are fancy.
Yeah. That's a good way to go. I know a lot of artists will make like their own little, like that pop-up menu that a lot of people like use, that space bar. I'm not a big component of that. That's for me.
Are you a Maya user at all?
Yeah. It's like the old school, but I've never liked having my UI over my art. My mind gets broken really quick for that.
Are you easily distracted by shiny objects?
Very easily distracted.
Yeah. 100% distracted. You nailed it.
I love this though. I love that. I've got a couple other streams that are up, but seeing where people are starting, like with steampunk, the technology is a very huge part of steampunk. Like it's a big thing. So these guys are like prepping their text, like the tech side of things first, and then we've got others that are really focusing on the human element. Oh, this is gonna be so good.
Yeah. This is Daniel Smith that's you guys are watching actually right now. So again, this year's different in the fact that there is no voting online. The only voting and the only people that judged on this are our 3 judges this year.
Yep, it's all judges.
Right. So everyone's using only ZBrush this year too. That's the only thing they're getting to use this year. Right. So this is going to be a lot of fun and very cool to see what all you, if you're still listening to us, those that are competing.
That's right. We told them they didn't have to listen to us the entire
time. You don't have to. No. But to get the true Sculpt-Off experience, you need to have the constant commentary of me and Joseph the whole time.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah, being like,
it warms your
look
heart.
At this. Well, but it also will make you panic when the Eye of Sauron is on you.
So I got some deformer usage over here, Kyle. I got some deformer usage. Switch it over. There you go. Look at that.
Oh, good call.
So this is Mr. Abbey Art over here.
Nice.
He does some really awesome characters and creatures. He's been doing a whole Pokemon series where he resculpts them, and they all look amazing.
Oh, that sounds so awesome! I want to follow. I'm gonna have my phone up so I can follow everybody on Instagram.
What's your favorite deformer?
My favorite deformer?
Yeah.
Project Primitive. Which is actually called Project Primitive.
Yeah.
Projection, not project. Yes. See, I'm getting you confused now too.
You'll get it one of these. You always call
it's projection.
It's not a project.
No, but it's a projection.
Project.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's part of the English language, I guess, right? That's the chaos of the English language. One of my favorite deformers that I use a ton, especially for like hard surface stuff, is Extend. I love Extend. That's one of my.
You do love some Extend.
Yeah, and then I use a lot the Lattice Deformer. Since just a normal deformer, and I'll drop all the points down so there's only one in each corner. I'll use that for big movements, especially if I got something that's a little more dense, like a Dynamesh. I find that very, very, very useful as well.
Yeah, I use the Bend a lot. There's the basic Bend. That's the other one I usually get to quite a bit.
Oh yeah, that one's good. I do like the Project Primitive, man. There's a lot of great stuff I do with that.
You can get some really cool vehicle designs. That's the one I like doing with it. You get some nice little happy accidents, and the way the geometry like folds into itself makes me happy.
Jessica, do you use any of the deformers at all inside of ZBrush that are in the Gizmo?
I feel like such a curmudgeon. I still use like very old school sculpting type stuff because just for like how I have to preserve a lot of different stuff like with UVs and whatnot that I'm doing. I'm so tied to my project pipeline. However, you guys talking about it gets me really excited. So I might set aside some time right after I ship some characters to doodle.
There are 33 of them, I want to say. Am I right?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know the
try
number.
them all.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
Wait, here's the good thing about deformers that I want to talk, since we're looking at this, and the Gizmo's up. What's really cool about the deformers is the symmetry of the deformers are not dependent on the world or the model. It's the Gizmo. So you position, you have 360 degrees of vision in your Gizmo, and then that's the symmetry axis that gets used. So for example, if you're looking at my head, and everyone knows what a lattice deformer for the most part, right? It's a deformer with a cage. You can actually turn your Gizmo, and then the deformer would go this way. And then ZBrush, if you're moving this way, will automatically move like this, because that's the way it's positioned. That is a very important thing about the deformers, actually. That makes them even more powerful. I don't know if anybody's ever used them here, but I would tell you, you guys got to get into it. You just go into the Gizmo, hit that little gear. I'm telling you, there's some cool stuff in there, man.
Gizmo gear on
Gizmo
it.
Gear.
It's honestly my homework now. So.
And it's not Gizmo from Gremlins. It's just the Gizmo.
But it could be.
It could be Gizmo. If you get the deformers wet, you're in trouble.
Or after midnight, right?
Don't feed the deformers.
All of our folks streaming from Europe right now, right?
That's right.
Yeah, it's like 8 p.m. there, or a little past 8 p.m. there for them. I'm going on 9, right, for them. Let's take a look at someone else. I got someone else that's using another custom UI. They're doing some more ZModeler and playing with that. So I think we're going to see a lot of ZModeler of this. So they're using dynamic subdiv a lot too.
Well, it makes a lot of sense. Like the whole steampunk vibe is so dependent upon like some really key hard surface elements.
No love for Shadowbox or red wax. Oh man, I don't know. Last time I used red wax.
I haven't seen any red wax yet.
Ditto.
That's right.
I switch so fast.
Do you usually get red wax when you guys are doing this? Does somebody use red wax?
Does anyone? Is anyone? I think I saw like 1 or 2 streams.
Oh yeah.
Using some red wax.
Tim Bowden is.
Oh, nice. They want the red wax. It never fails. We want the red wax.
Go with the
and then
red
Shadowbox
wax.
Is one of Joseph's favorites. He's gonna.
I do like some Shadowbox.
Yeah, in fact, you're probably going to show some Shadowbox in some of the streams these upcoming streams too.
It is a possibility. It's always a possibility.
I'm going to play the over/under of you showing Shadowbox is 80% chance you're going to show Shadowbox at some point in one of these 3 days.
Let me just cross it off my list right now.
No. You can do it, and I guarantee you'll still just subconsciously pull, because that was one of Joseph's favorites tools when we came out with that, was the Shadowbox. Oh, someone's changing to red wax now just because we brought it up. I like it.
Oh no, almost.
Like,
we almost had the red wax.
Yeah. This is a cool way to start. Is that a hat? You guys think that's a hat? That's a hat,
yes,
probably. Right?
I think it's a hat. It's a hat. Yeah, it's definitely a hat. Yeah.
That's very different looking hat. I like that.
I like that they're already solidly plopping in like materials. Like they're thinking about the end of the render, you know?
Oh, I like someone just put, how do you win the sculpt off? Use red wax. You will get noticed. You think about it, your image in the list of how you get, hey, I will stop. It's like, hey, you're using red wax.
Yeah. You'll get
I love red wax though. I love it. This is great stuff, man. This is awesome. And again, we've got a lot of people competing, so we're going to keep jumping around and looking at people's. Joseph, who do you got right now?
I got Miss Ashley Adams.
Yes.
Oh.
So she's one of our
AAA.
ZBrush Live, one of our ZBrush Live streamers. She always does some really awesome creatures.
Yeah,
she's
got like
she's
this
a
cool
snake
hands
hook.
coming.
She's a snake hook fan.
Who doesn't love snake hook?
I don't
So
know.
useful.
I love snake hook. Yeah, I think it's great.
She uses the snake hook a ton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you use both though? Are you a person that's going to use both? Does anyone even know that there's two?
I only use the original.
do?
I just use the original one.
Yeah, I've only got the OG one in my menu.
Dress, do you want to tell everybody what the difference is the two, or do you want me to do
Yeah,
it?
what?
You can do it.
Ah,
The only other one I use is the one that has the cactus. Every once in a while, I'll use.
I knew it. I was going to say
snake,
just
snake
probably
cactus.
cactus. Because we all want cactuses on our sculpts,
Totally relevant.
right? Totally relevant.
Cactus steampunk.
Okay, so the difference for those of you that aren't competing, for those of you who are competing too, and you want this information, there's two snake hook brushes actually. So there's a snake hook 1 and a snake hook 2. So the original snake hook is using your camera plane. So when you guys pull on your surface, it stays like if I was pulling on me, it would stay in this. So it's all on the same plane.
Mm-hmm.
Snake hook 2 is along the normal. So you can put your model any position you pull on it, you know it's pulling out along the normal.
Yep.
Not
I might
pulling
change
along.
my allegiance now. I might be pro normal snake hook.
It
Yeah.
does make some what's the triphobia, or the fear of holes. It's really, you can make some really scary little holes.
Tryptophobia.
Yes, that one. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I freaked out one of my directors recently with some tryptophobia stuff. I had to do a dragon humanoid with scales appearing out of their face for a cinematic. And I was like, what about this? And he's like,
No.
And again,
Yeah,
sorry,
that
go ahead,
affected
Dick. I was just gonna try- I'll type it. Go ahead, keep talking.
I think this is going to be a spider. I think she's going
A spider?
here. Yeah, I
she's
think
got,
we got
her
spider.
hand, and
Yep.
then-
She's got like the ports for the legs. They're coming.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the whole little body and everything.
I like that. This is normally what you guys do, right? You try to start guessing what people are making.
Yes, exactly.
That could
Because
be
early on, anything can be anything.
right. Well, yeah, it could be a torso or something like that. And it's leading up to a head. It's just a unique design that's happening there. I feel like Ashley's listening to us. I see her head shaking a little bit. She's either
And she's
listening to
singing.
music.
She's rocking out. She's rocking out.
Can you imagine? She's like just agreeing with us. She's like, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. She's got her ZBrush mug in the background.
She's got her what in the background?
ZBrush mug.
Oh, yeah.
I saw
True.
Jessica
For
had
For those of you that
two
don't,
earlier.
if this is your first visit to our channel, this is one of our actual streamers too. You should bookmark these things, people. She streams every week, and we've got a ton of other artists that stream all the time. It's awesome, and she just sits there and sculpts for like 4 hours and talks to you all. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the one thing that's great about ZBrush Live too is that you can interact with the artists as they're doing this. And so if you're trying to learn ZBrush or pick it up as like a new artist, you can definitely communicate with these artists that do it daily, and they're often willing to give you tips and tricks and show you how they use the software, which is really nice.
Look, and we're only 20 minutes in, and look, we're starting to get people with some really crazy stuff like already, right? Let's switch to mine, because look, this person's already like going, got some good stuff going. And look at that UI. That's a UI right there. I like it.
Nike's all that extra
Yeah.
info.
He's in
There
it
it is,
too.
smart.
Focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see some super useful things. I'm like,
Oh, he just tabbed it down. Which, by the way, the tab key will hide and show your UI. By the way.
yeah. In case you ever accidentally hit it and are like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Helpful.
Right. So this is a good way to go to. I'm a component, especially for when there's hard surface. I like to really quickly block everything out. I like to call it Dynasketching, and I'll use the groups options in Dynamesh, so I can keep my meshes separate, and I don't want them to weld. because then I can change scaling really fast. There's a little tip for you all, for something for you.
Yeah, that's super smart.
Yeah, I found it very, because I think for hard
little tip.
What Dressed?
Nothing.
Okay.
I said it was
For
a little
hard
tip that you were offering up.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep throwing them up here, right? I find it very useful, especially if you think for hard surface stuff. If you're making organic, and you change, oh, my ear's too small or something, you just move it around a little bit, right? It'll still look organically like an ear. But when you're doing hard surface, and let's say the ear's a cylinder now, and it's got a bunch of little other things going on, it's not as easy now. Oh, the proportion's not right. So I find that so crucial, important for me to block out really simple shapes first, and literally use primitive shapes at first. Someone just said it reminds me of the Watchmen. It's a good call. It's different. But again, they're not allowed to make anything that's recognizable.
Yeah.
They're all original artwork.
Well, because we want to see every artist's real creative inspiration and everything, not just a repeat of something that's already been done.
Yeah. This is cool. And don't forget, people, those of you watching, we just put in the chat, ZBrush and ZBrush Core are on sale right now from today until we're done with the summit. Right? So we're giving 20% off perpetual license, and we're giving 20% off ZBrush 6-month first payment and month-to-month first payment, 20% off for ZBrush. And for those that are already using ZBrush Core, we're giving an additional discount to you if you want to upgrade right now to ZBrush. So don't forget we just put that link right now in the chat. Right? So this is pretty cool. I like what's happening here. He's going cool. He's moving right from going Dynameshing, and then he did some Z remeshing, so you start blocking it out quicker.
Nice.
Which, is a lost art form using subdivision levels. I think that's pretty much. I'm a big subdivision level person. I think I like to I like to have that range of things to go through when you're sculpting. This is going to be a pretty cool one. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see where he goes with this. And I like to put a shout out. He is wearing a maple leaf hat. Okay, so as a Canadian, shout out. Okay, that's where I'm going with. Dress, how about you? You got somebody now?
Almost. Give me a second. Hold on. I had to go through. I saw a cool one that I had to skip to. Yeah.
Yeah, not yet.
So you got a few seconds.
Yeah. So see,
yeah, we're good now. We're good now.
He seems to work through Dynameshing and then remesh. Oh wow, Steven.
Yeah, Steven's killing it over here.
Oh, I know him.
He's also one of our regular streamers.
Yep.
Cool.
Look at that. We got hair.
I love hair sculpts.
So which mesh do you think he started with? The female head? Because all these, because there was the restriction was basically you had to start with just ZBrush and then what's in there. So he couldn't import this head in or anything else. So maybe he could have started with Earthquake's head.
No, I think because of the neck. Because of the neck. Okay, stop bringing Earthquake in. Because of the neck, it's the female head.
You think it's the female head? You don't think it's Earthquake?
I think it's the female head.
This is cool as heck.
Write that down, Dress, because we're gonna have to come back to that one. If I was correct. I'm going with looking at the topology.
Well, I think because it was capped on the bottom, I'll give it to you. Because Earthquake, you'd have to cut off Earthquake's head and then cap it.
And then you just got the.
This one's pre-capped. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really love what he's done with the features. I love strong noses, really regal, kind of equine. Aquine? I've never said that word aloud. I've only read it. But yeah, I love them.
Have that angle, right? Yeah. That's cool. Well, he's doing it in big chunks too right now, just going
breaking it apart. Yep.
Breaking it apart and doing it in pieces. This is again, like I was just saying, I like to work too. I like to work in pieces instead of trying to make everything be one mesh. I just find it a lot faster. A white back. What do you work for a background? He's using that background. Someone's saying the white background's bright for them. What do you? I always work in the medium gray background.
Ditto, medium gray.
I see.
Easily. Mm-hmm.
I've seen some people with hot pink and bright blues.
Yeah, I don't do
They
that.
don't work.
I'll do the
color
blues
at
every
all.
once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Like
have
sky-
neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jessica, has Joseph ever shared with you that he's colorblind?
I am
What?
colorblind.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I've
They
actually
let me
known
play
a
with
number
color.
of colorblind artists.
It's always a game. Joseph, what are you,
What
red
color
and,
is this?
red and green?
Yes, and usually it's not bad. Like, because I can definitely, I see colors. I'm not like I don't see just black and white.
Mhm.
But there's certain things I know growing up, just with it is that there's certain things I just can't do. Like if I start, like if you take someone's face and you put somebody else's face on top of it, say Photoshop kind of style, there's often a high chance that if I did this process, the face would be green. So,
Oh.
So and color picking, like if you give me a palette of swatches, I have to go and like get the names because there could be a chance where if it's green, it might be red.
Well, I'm glad you're deep into sculpting because obviously you're an amazing artist. You don't even have to touch the color end of things.
But sometimes it gives you cool results too. Like if I paint something and it looks normal to me, someone else is going to look at it and it may be something totally strange. And that could be good or it could be bad. Yeah. If it's fine art, you're going to be okay. But production art, it's not usually doesn't work. So.
Wait, ZMG, did you really paint your kitchen the dark gray? Or are you making jokes right now? Because I'm intrigued.
I think you're saying I painted my kitchen the dark gray.
Can you see my tattoo? Oh, you can't see my tattoo. There you go.
So whereas I can see the difference between that red and green on the traffic lights. They're actually designed so that colorblind people can see them. The green looks more white is the main thing, and then the red looks red. So there's certain tones. If you basically the color blindness I have, if you have a red and a green, and you basically grayscale it, if it looks the same color, the same tone after it's grayscaled, then I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between them.
So someone asked, Hazel was asking how he did the mirroring. I was looking at comments. Did he do a mirror and weld, I'm assuming? Is that what he did?
I think he did a mirror and weld, yeah.
And did you catch it?
I didn't catch it. I was looking at the comments too.
I would have to guess. Looking at other streams.
Yeah. I'd have to guess, Hazel, he used mirror and weld, which is in the tool. Geometry, modify topology. And there's a button that you can mirror and weld across multiple axes, X, Y, or Z. And don't forget, there's actually 3 types of mirror and welding actually inside of ZBrush. So you can either mirror and weld based upon the world, which then would take, your left side and put it over the right side. But if you move your model over to the red line, you actually make copies. And if you turn on your L symmetry in the menu on the side, you actually will now look at the model locally for mirror welding. And again, Joseph and I are going to be sharing a lot of tips with a lot of other artists in some of our segments coming up tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday. So you guys don't want to miss out on that. I'm going to put a link there. Well, not before that. Let's take a look at what I got because this person's moving pretty impressive. What are we, 30 minutes in now? Almost 30? Yeah, almost.
Oh, yeah. They've got like a whole chain of subtools.
Yeah, watch. Boom. Look at that. Like, I love what he's doing with the face. It's coming together really nice. This is a great way of, like, again, you guys can start seeing some common threads here, right? They're working in pieces. Like, you can see his arm's not even attached to his torso right now. That's a cool mask. I like what's being done here. That's really cool. Oh, it's got the full jacket. A little Blade Runner-esque, even a little bit, maybe?
Such a good aesthetic.
Yeah.
Next year maybe you could do some cyberpunk as the theme. I love steampunk though.
Oh yeah.
God, cyberpunk too though.
Listen,
I think I just like punk.
I have an obsession with Blade Runner. I think like most people in this stream right now have an obsession with Blade Runner, And then I really enjoyed the most recent one as well. I thought it was fantastic.
I liked it too. I think it was great.
It was great.
Denny is such an amazing director, but I love it. But this is coming along, right? And I think this is for a competition where you're only getting 3 hours to work. This is a great way to just go. And I think that's part of why we want to stream this with you all and also talk about it, because it'll give you guys ideas. I think sculpting fast is just as important as sculpting like something that looks cool. You got to be able to also not take weeks or months to do something, right? So this is a great challenge And I would recommend any of you that aren't competing right now, challenge, even if it's like every day, take 15 minutes and sculpt something like a nose and give yourself only 15 minutes, or like a human skull and only give yourself 15 minutes. You'll be really interesting how quick you pick things up, and that'll help you learn shortcuts and everything else as well.
Yeah, and with Core Mini too, you can definitely it's a great tool to kind of hone your skills, even try ZBrush as well, and it's free, so you can just download it. If you have anyone you know that's interested in trying to get into digital sculpting too, definitely download ZBrush Core Mini and just start playing with it. If you can do it in clay or Play-Doh, you can probably do it digitally. So
it's true. Like, honestly, I think that the human brain grasps working in 3D way better than 2D. Like, I've always had an easier time recreating something three-dimensionally when I would kind of challenge myself to try to get it in painting, like flat.
I'm typing away now.
Yeah, so but also then digitally too versus clay, you also have symmetry. Which
symmetry and undo.
And undos is a good thing. When you trip over your table and bump it, and your clay sculpture just goes kapoom right into the floor, and your brain is in the brain, you're going Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, and it's not coming back.
Yep.
Dude, I had that. I'm not kidding you. I had that happen in class. I was sculpting, and then you take your arm off, and then you're sculpting like the obliques and everything, and the arm fell off, and I stepped. And this is my reaction.
Horrible. Yeah. Well, also just not being, I don't know, like chained to gravity is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But working with clay and having gravity be a constant influence, like I love both. I think that both are wonderful, but I have a career as a digital artist, so that's kind of, I'm biased.
All right, so I got one to switch.
Oh, you got another one?
Oh wait, hold on. It's still there. There we go. There it is. Teapot. Look at that. Teapot.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay, Drust. What did that person use for the base mesh for the head, Drust?
That one's demo head female.
Yeah. Well, look at this. They're getting into the IMM brushes that are. Hey, for those that are on this, there's a Joseph made a Steam Gear IMM brush that's inside.
That's the one right there. That's the one right there. Yeah.
you guys are so thoughtful.
Yeah.
Well, this was years ago. So there was a coffee shop that's not far away from Live Now, and it's a steampunk coffee shop. And I actually had an art show in the gallery there a long time ago. All steampunk.
Awesome. Did they really appreciate? Do you get free coffee for life from there?
No, I do not. I pay them for my coffee.
Especially nowadays, right?
Yes, exactly. It's sad because you can't go inside. It's so sad.
Support your small businesses.
But this is also what brought us this competition this year, right? And getting anybody around the world to compete. This is, I'm not involved with the ones that you guys are sitting. This is pretty cool to be able to just jump from person stream to person stream, see where they're at, and there's so many options of things to go look and work. And again, we're going to try and visit as many as we possibly can, but there's a lot of people competing today. So
that's true. I don't know. I don't think we're going to get very many people twice, unless.
No, there's a ton. Yeah. We got.
What was the final count of people that pre-registered?
I don't know. It was in the hundreds.
Over 100.
No, it was in the 200. It was in 200s. It was in the 200s.
Hot. Dang.
It's a big contrast from the 24 we normally have.
But again, I'm going to say this again. You got to just go and get through your piece that's in your head and make it. You never know what the judges will like, right? So over the years, this is our 9th sculpt off, 10th sculpt off. I'm trying to remember because honestly, people don't know this. Before even there was the ZBrush Summit, we did this before on a showroom floor. So the artists were sitting on a stage with huge monitors above them, sculpting, and then people were walking through the show, stopping and just watching them work. That's where this idea started.
I remember that. Yeah, like at Comic-Con and
yeah, we did it at 3D printer, a printing conferences. We did it at a couple of those. Grassetti was the first one to win the very, 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 very first one, which was, I want to say this is because we're on ZBrush Summit. This is number 7, if I remember right now. And the first year ZBrush Summit, we didn't do it. So I think technically we've done 8 competitions like this. And
it's been a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and then the one we did when we did in the printing one, they actually printed everything out overnight, and then we had the prints there the next day.
Yeah, they judged the prints on the showroom floor.
Yeah, we judged it right on the floor. People voted right on the floor right there, which was very different and a lot of fun too. And they were color prints too.
Yeah.
Well, and listen, first place, one of their prizes is the Form 3 printer. So someone's going to win ability to print here. That's all I know.
You spoil these artists. Like having a printer, like taking something digital and making it real. That's just so, it's incredible.
I love it. Dude, I love it. It's one of my, listen, as now, like with a mother, right? I can't tell how many times where I'm sitting there working and my daughter literally says, "Are you going to print that for me?" Like, this is what we've come to now.
You make her toys? Like, just
oh yeah.
Here you go.
100%. Like, yeah, when I'm sitting there sculpting a toy or something like that, she's going to ask me, "Are you going to make me one?" And I'm like, "Oh my Lord, what have I created?"
It. No, that's you. Not a monster. That's amazing. You're like a true fairy godmother.
Well, Joseph does a better job at it than me. He goes all out with the kids for sure.
We didn't do Halloween this year, though. That was the thing. So you got anything else on your side, Paul?
I do have something.
All right.
Take a look. This person is, once they show a little bit more, he's moving right along. He's actually had quite a bit in his work. So he just switched to focus on this piece right now. He's typing to somebody, it looks like. And by if someone's asking a question about the 3D mouse, we are now supporting, for the next version of ZBrush, we will be supporting the 3D Connection 3D mouse, right? So
can you tell me what the workflow is like for that?
It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like, there you go. He's just showing everything now.
Oh my gosh, it's a flying squirrel, right? Or no, there's a better name for that kind of creature. It's a marsupial. But
a marsupial, yes.
A marsupial,
right?
Not a capybara.
Maybe a lemur, like a flying lemur.
Yes, or that it does. The face kind of has that. Yeah,
it's very. Yeah.
So we're in version 2021 now. Is what the release version. We're in 2021.1.2 is where we're at with ZBrush, and somebody's bringing it up in the chat. So if you already own ZBrush and you have ZBrush 2020 or ZBrush 2.0, you can get upgraded to the most recent version right now for free. And I want to remind everybody, we are doing a show special, right? We're giving 20% off perpetual license right now for ZBrush and ZBrush Core. And for the subscriptions to normal ZBrush, we are also giving a promotion for those. So we have a month-to-month subscription that you all can do, okay? And we have a 6-month. So we're giving you a discount on the first payment. I'm going to share some coupon codes right now in the chat for you all, for those that want to take advantage of if you want to get a subscription of ZBrush, okay, you can use these coupon codes to get your first payment to have 20% off on your first payment. So this is for the 1 month that I just put in the chat. And here's for the 6 month. Okay, so this way you guys can use that to get a discount on your first payment for a subscription. But again, Perpetual is also on sale right now. You know, we're giving 20% off perpetual license of ZBrush and ZBrush Core. And for those that have ZBrush Core, we're giving another discount for upgrading to the full version. Joseph, someone wants to know how's your backyard?
It's got leaves all over it right now.
I'm jealous. Nothing turns orange here.
I can't believe that joke's still going.
I can't see the colors of those trees.
That I started that on you in 4 or 7, I want to say.
Yep, and it keeps going. It's fine. We can keep doing it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. You do a lot of stuff sometimes. I'm like, dude, did you go to your backyard and find something to sculpt right now? I'm not gonna lie.
There's a lot of stuff out there, and the interesting, I have like a contrast. So like the front forest area is different than the back forest, and it has like a different, like the leaves that fall are different, the trees that are all different. Like it's like 2 different biomes, front and back. So you can always find some interesting things. I have like a phone filled of like scanned organisms. Like there's this app called Seek that you can use on your phone, and you take a picture of it, and it's going to tell you exactly what it is. So if you like see I saw a fungus growing on a tree the other day, and I took a picture of it, and it was called bear tooth fungus, and it looks like all these little bear teeth growing up.
Wait,
the tree.
how did you find out the name of it? How did you know? Did you already knew? You already knew what it was?
No. There's an app, and it basically, if you take a picture of it, it will calculate what it sees, and it tells you like, oh, that's what that is.
Oh, okay.
Here.
Okay.
I can show you what the bear's tooth looks like.
Hey, Dr. Depresso, what's going on? Irregular. He's sharing ZBrush. Whoa.
Oh, that looks like marshmallows.
That's the bear tooth fungus. Yeah, doesn't it? Isn't that cool?
Oh, there you go. It's focused now. There's so much crazy stuff in nature that we can use as artists, right? It's just nuts.
And that's the thing. Like, yeah, you just go out and you're like, oh, look, there's a textured surface. I can make a whole model out of bear tooth fungus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bear's head tooth. That's the correct word for it.
Bear's head tooth.
And it is edible. You could eat it if you're trapped outside my house.
Oh.
All right. This is
a
very cool piece.
All right, so I got an octopus.
Okay.
There we go. Or a Cthulhu.
Or a mind flare if you're.
Oh, it could be a mind flare. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
Some Lovecraft up in here. Yeah.
That's a cool way to go about it, right? That's a Cthulhu. Like, he's one of the most popular characters I think ever sculpted, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that would be cool to put like steampunk.
Steampunk, yeah, for sure.
On it. Like that's a cool way to do steampunk. One of my favorite ones was Rick Baker. He did, because he does Halloween. He goes all out for Halloween every year. And one of the Halloweens, he did a steampunk Frankenstein. It was freaking awesome.
That sounds amazing,
dude. You could probably, it's on his Instagram or somewhere. Just put Rick Baker steampunk Frankenstein. It's awesome. I'll have to see if I can find it.
Oh wow!
Do you have it?
I mean, I can't share my screen, but
but we can share it. Put the link in our chat, and then we can pull it up. Just
let me verify that it's his. Yes, it is. Here,
I can look.
It's a whole website. Oh god, this website's garbage. Sorry, I'm gonna find something else.
Oh yeah. It's gonna take time to load. It's pretty cool. Just because we're on the topic of steampunk, and I think that's also one I'm excited to see, because I think that's where this one's going, right? It's taking an idea organically and then throwing a steampunk spin on it, which is really cool. A way to work.
I think I just went to the same website that that you hit.
Here,
and it looked like it was going to be promising, and then there was just nothing.
Yeah, so this is just the image.
Oh man. Dude, I'm also looking at other streams where we're all doing this too. There's so much stuff that's already so cool. And we're like 45-ish minutes in.
Yep.
Yeah. 40 minutes.
I got an image.
You have the image, Drust?
Yeah, I got an imager link. Hold on.
Yeah, I just put to gosh, this is great inspiration. You know what I love is like the inspiration boards that people make for their work, for their artwork before they even begin. Like, I love seeing what people are inspired by and what elements that they're going to take for stuff. It's so healthy as an artist to go and see what other people are doing, to see what's like.
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's it. That's makeup, right? He's wearing
makeup. Yeah.
Yeah, he's wearing that.
It's just
and he uses ZBrush, and he's got 3D printers, so that's awesome. That's such a good idea. Like, I didn't think of it until I saw that. Obviously, since steampunk's our theme, I think it's an awesome way to think about this.
I was going to find the full screen version. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It's awesome. He's even got a little bit of Edward Scissorhands in the hands, I just noticed.
Yeah, he's doing tons of stuff with ZBrush and 3D printing too, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Well, one of the smart things that he's doing with the steampunk elements is all of the technology really feels like it has a purpose on things. Mm-hmm. Like, it feels like the hand is being hydraulically controlled mechanics. It makes sense. And especially for like this resurrected zombie kind of character guy, like using the magic that is steampunk to be the technology that drives him is very smart. Like, it's a wonderful melding of concepts.
Someone's asking a question that I want to answer, actually. It's a good question. So someone's asking about radial symmetry. They really liked what was happening in one of our first things we pulled up. And they're asking when it's not centered. FYI, this is an old feature, but in Transform, there's a button that's called S Pivot. Okay, so if you have a model sitting over here, right, and it's not at the center of the world, you hit that button, we'll move the model to the back to the center of the world. You guys use radial symmetry, and next to that button, there's a button called C Pivot, stands for clear pivot. You click that, and the model bounces back to its original position.
Nice.
And that's for all deformations also in the tool palette, because some of the deformations are using the world center point. That's how you guys can actually move things from somewhere in the world back to the center. And then that's an easy way to do it. There's other ways to do it. I also like using, there's position sliders in the geometry. So you could write down your positions, zero out your positions, and then retype your positions back in if you wanted to. But I would use a set pivot and clear point for your question that's coming through. So there's a good Ask ZBrush Trust. You probably already did it.
It is. I think I have one. I'd have to look it up.
How many do you think you've done now? How many Ask ZBrush?
I've had a little drought, though, in the past month, though. I need to get back onto it. I've been too busy with getting all this stuff.
Well, here. This is it, right? Tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday is pretty much, there's a whole segment that's literally Ask ZBrush type of stuff, where it's tip after tip after tip that's 15 minutes or less. So for those of you, watch tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday as well. We're going to be doing stuff like that.
Hey, look, I do have an Ask ZBrush for it.
You do?
Yeah, I'm putting it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. There, since that person didn't know about that. Mordecai is saying he's checking out Rick Baker's rest of his Instagram and now having nightmares. I like it. Dan, unfortunately, you can't enter the sculpt off now. It's late. You had to have started at an hour ago. So almost an hour ago. 45 minutes-ish ago.
But
so
you can sculpt and hang out with us today. Like, don't let that stop you from sculpting or even sculpting your own steampunk-inspired thing, like if you're feeling super inspired. But yeah, registration and participation is closed.
I like where that one's going. Let me show the one I've got now, because this is one Jessica found searching around. And wait until he shows more.
Which one's this one?
This is like the dragon one with all the teeth.
Yes.
And everything. So
I'm also stoked about a bird too.
Oh yeah. And this is also different. You don't have to they didn't have to be humanoid. There was no restriction to that. So this person's he just turned to the single mesh that he's working on. So hopefully he'll pop it out so you guys can really see where he's at, because he's pretty deep. Look at his background. Look at that room he's in. That's a cool room. He looks like he's in
like
a cabin.
Weaponry up on the wall.
There you go. There's his
weapon. Look at those. Look at those teeth.
There you go.
Wonderful. Oh, this is going to be the spine scale spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he just spends a lot of time making one really badass, and then just like do.
The arrayed version.
I'm a big fan of my array mesh. That's how I would use this. Because then you can taper them, you can still sculpt on them, and they're all updating. But you can use the gizmo duplication. That's what he's doing right now. Look at that timing. I win.
Yeah. You're like ZBrush psychic, not psychic for anything like else.
ZBrush.
ZBrush psychic.
I won. This is going to be a really cool one. There's so much cool stuff, guys. This is awesome.
Yes.
This is fun. I can see why you guys are enjoying this every year that you guys do it.
I just walk away from this stuff like feeling so jazzed to just make art. Like I love everybody's brains.
Yeah, we're switching dress from next time. For the rest of the time, if we're back to having in person, you're doing the setup on Thursday.
Well, you got to do all the sculpt off stuff before I get in that room too. Yeah. That's the other fun stuff. I was still climbing under tables and setting up wiring and stuff before the events even start.
Sure.
It was nice this year. I didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Well, listen, every other year we're still, obviously doing stuff for the rest of the summit on Thursday as well. Nice, thanks. I love the comment. Look at the comment. I like it.
Prepare the belt.
Prepare the belt.
Just winning over here, people.
Are we doing a belt this year, or is the belt staying in the hands of the previous?
No, we're going to keep the belts based upon the invites only. Because this is our first time we've ever even done this, right? Too, and just seeing all the people competing and stuff like that.
We'll send them a green screen picture of the belt so they can pretend.
Yeah. Right. For advice for a younger ZBrush person, what would you say? What would you both say for someone that's starting out with ZBrush?
I recommend sculpting faces. It's the thing that you're looking at the most. It's the thing that you're going to know when something's gone sideways in your sculpt, and you can really train your eye.
I'm with you. I like that.
I back to just you just got to do it is the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just putting the time in, and that's all it is. Like if you spend 15 minutes a day doing it, and you look at your results from like the first week to like say the month after that, you're going to see a growth in your art. And so that's all it is. It's all repetition. It's training your eye, training everything. Go.
Yeah. Like the same with really like learning anything that you want to have a proficiency, just do it. Don't be scared of
messing up or anything. Yeah. You're going to mess up. You should see my backyard is just full of broken sculpts.
Yeah. But also there's so many resources on ZBrush Central that like, it's less scary now than ever before to just start.
Yeah. But I think, as an artist, you can't get scared. You can do the same thing. You look at some amazing artists like Rick Baker, right? I'm looking at him like, oh, I'll never get that good. But I think it's like Joe said, you just got to do. That's the most important. Do. And don't worry about, does it look good? You get to that point, the more, it's like anything, the more you're going to sculpt, the more you're learning. And I'm with Jessica. Faces are good, but I'll take it one step further. I say bones, especially let's say a face. I would say 100% you should do nothing but sculpt skulls. In fact, when I teach ZBrush to beginners, their first assignment is they all got to sculpt 5 skulls, but they only get 15 minutes to sculpt each one of those skulls. That's it.
Ooh, Taskmaster. I want to do that now. I don't think my computer can handle all the stuff I have up and also me sculpting at the same time.
Yeah, I just find that it helps you like learn and stop. I find also too, when you get too looking at your reference too much, you get so reference driven, like trying to match something perfectly, and you stop being an artist and you start trying to be, and you're becoming more of a copier, trying to just copy something perfectly.
Well, isn't it the more you do, even if it's only 15 minutes, the faster you improve? Like instead of like spending 3 days on one thing trying to really get it just right.
Well, you get in a loop. Yeah, eventually. Yep.
Yeah.
I like to call it mucking up the sculpt.
Because if you spend like 3 days and all you're doing is like just you're not changing much. It's
I
a
have
slow
a not
process.
so nice name for that on our end. Pixel.
I like it. It's really these are coming like we're coming up to almost an hour in, and we're starting to the pieces that everyone's making. So far it's just incredible. And again, you guys just go on Twitch or go on YouTube too. Obviously, our goal is here to bounce around. We can't show multiple streams at once. That's going to be too much. It's difficult to do that. So we're bouncing around a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just look for the hashtag that you can see it's visible on the screen right now, the live ZBrush Sculpt Off 2020. If you search for that on Twitch or YouTube, you should be able to see all the participants that are in the event today.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like what this is. This one's going to be a cool one too. It's been a lot of fun. This is cool, man. Sometimes just watching someone sculpt is mesmerizing, right? You just get going, right? You just move along.
Yeah. You just kind of like zen in. I had to do some fixes on an asset recently, so I had the director kind of like digitally hovering over my shoulder, and I was just sculpting the changes like so we could get the proportions he wanted exactly. And he was like, oh, this is nice. And so they kept on talking and finishing up with the meeting while I just finished the asset. And they kept on checking back in. Like, just sculpting, it's real therapeutic, you know?
Yeah. Dress, do you have one ready for us?
Yeah. We just zoomed out too, and now we're back in.
Oh, this is the another one Jessica found, right? The bird one? Is this the bird one?
No, this is Donna. This is Donna.
Oh, wait, Donna, past winner, Donna?
Past winner, Donna.
2-time champion, 2 years in a row winner.
Yep.
We'll see if she wins this year. She's really talented, man. She's a great artist, and just a bundle of life. is the best verbiage I can say for her.
Yeah. I got to meet her while she was still studying at Noman, and it is still pretty rare to find women in this industry, but she's delightful. Like, I was so stoked to meet her, but also just like really impressed by her, even like way back when she was just a baby artist. And look at her now.
I noticed. I will say this. That's a that's a good thing you bring up. Just I will notice as an instructor, there are a lot more women now getting in the industry, which is awesome. I have so many more. I would have to say actually my student body, like when I'm in the classes, is almost like 50-50, and sometimes it's more
that's the goal.
women. Which is great. That's awesome, and it's just different types of artist minds getting in these industries. It's fantastic.
Yeah, because it's just people. You want all kinds of perspectives, not just like men, women, but like you want people coming from everywhere because you want art to be interesting and different and new and exciting and speaks to people on all these different levels. Like, I love it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, someone's reading cannabis. You're actually reading the documentation? Stop it. Stop it right now. That's an ongoing joke for me. Really? That's awesome. Well, that's good. I'm sure our team that does that would love to hear that. We work hard to try and give you as much information as we can. And that's why we're doing this channel. Like, this channel's been around now 4 years. Kyle, you can correct me. 4 years, maybe 5 years, right? And this is kind of that streaming thing that we are doing. I'm more like this. I love this. I'm more of off the cuff kind of guy. Let's have some fun. Let's be live type of person.
Nice.
I'm more into that world to me. Yeah, this is awesome. How do you learn to work with low poly in ZBrush? Anybody want to take that one?
ZModeler brush?
Yeah, I'll take it too. That and dynamic subdiv. Those two things.
Yeah, and it's definitely the new dynamic too with the thickness. That's awesome. With the edge extract now that we added in 2021, it makes a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah. See, she's using one of your brushes, Druss.
I don't know if that might be another part.
I think that one's in the IMM model kit, if I remember right. Brush. I use that brush all the time. It's got like 120 pieces in it. That one. I think that's where that one came from, if I remember right. I use ZBrush too much now. If I'm starting to look at pieces and know what brush it's in.
I've seen that one before.
She's using so the question actually, she's using ZModeler right now.
Yeah, she's doing low poly modeling right now. Yep.
That's what she's doing right now, and she's creasing stuff, and she's going to throw dynamic. Look, man, we're
Crease Paul Gabriel. So Crease Paul Gabriel right there.
Oh,
Crease
yes. Thank you.
It's your favorite.
Did you know, Jessica, that Crease PG stands for my name? Did you know that?
I did not know that. That's amazing.
It's not Polygroup.
No.
Oh, are you sure?
It's definitely for polygroups. It's definitely, but I will take a little. I'm the one that asked for that with the teams, and we need to have a quick button to do for polygrouping.
So
and then it just works out. It's PG, and those are my initials. So there you go. Dice Case chiming in. Polygroup with my name. I like it. Thanks,
That's
guys.
right. That's right.
Listen,
so
I'm sorry.
Your mom almost named you Polygroup. I mean,
who? My mom?
Yeah, it's a true story.
Probably, I don't know. True story. My mom tried to keep me quiet for years, and it just couldn't happen.
Of course it can.
No. She's still trying.
No, yeah, you can't. Now it's the opposite. It's the wife. Seriously, can you be quiet for a little bit? No. Yeah. How many hours do you get to work? Like for me, I don't know how much Joseph and I have. For Jessica, how many hours do you think you work a day in ZBrush?
It honestly depends on where I'm in the process because I also do texturing. So, like a good half of my day is sculpting and then texturing and also UVs and animation topology. I'm the person who drives topology in my department. So I would say it's about a quarter of my workflow. How about that?
For us, on all honesty, people, to sculpt like my own pieces, I have to do that at night. Because during the day we're building ZBrush and then communicating with you, our user base, and helping out and support. And You know, someone's got to do the Ask ZBrush. So that's why Dress does them, because I'm not doing them anymore. He's the master of those. But in all fairness, I get to work and I find time. I'm a night owl. I like the midnight times when my family's asleep. That's when I like to sculpt. And then it's just super quiet for me.
That's nice.
Joseph, you're a morning guy, right? You're 5 a.m.
Yeah, I do like the night better, but it's just in terms of just this whole the whole chaos that's happening now. I get a lot more done in the morning recently than nighttime.
Yeah, I only get my work hours. Otherwise, I'm like on pop.
All right, so I got the bird up.
Yay,
so
bird!
I got the bird that Jessica found.
Right
now he's working on more of the body.
Nice.
And you guys are all seeing there's a common thread theme here. There's a lot of people using custom UIs. The entire UI can be customized, including the hotkeys. So just keep that in mind as well. This is a great. Once the artist pulls out and takes a look, this is Sketch Zombie, which is that's a cool name. The chances of getting that, right? That's a cool name.
Are you jealous?
No.
He's got Polygroup. Polygroup.
Yeah. I'll take the Crease by PG. Oh, do you use the transpose line anymore? Because he just switched from the Gizmo transpose line.
I totally do.
Oh, they just did a good thing. Does anybody know what that artist, the Sketch Zombie, just did right there? Why that artist went to? They just went to that for a particular reason. For 4 million points, which means absolutely nothing today. What did that person do? How did they just get that bend? Does anybody in chat know? I'm interested.
You're just asking questions now.
I'm going to show this. One of these days, either the Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. I'm actually going to show that trick live. Somebody knows. That's the Alt key.
Mm-hmm.
They use the Alt key. When you guys use the Alt key in the transpose line, then that circle you click on becomes the pivot point, not the bottom circle when you're clicking on the top circle or vice versa. It's the circle you click on becomes the pivot point. That trick is actually huge. I use it for fingers a ton, like just doing this. I'll put my transpose line and then I'll just move that circle and I'll get that movement. I'll do that a lot. And in fact, that's probably how I'm going to show it. Okay. Just putting it out there.
Just putting it out there.
There it is. There we go. Got the top hat now.
There it is. There's the bird.
There you go.
Oh, it's getting the monocle.
It reminds me of a little bit also of, what is it? Clash of the Titans, the original, right? With the owl.
Oh.
Right. Well, we did one year. You guys, we had one year. We did,
mechanical, mechanical
fauna, and
flora and fauna. Yeah.
Flora and fauna. Yeah.
Yep.
And everyone, thanks for tuning in and watching with us and coming along with the ride with us. This is a lot of fun. Our Nightbot just let you guys know we've got a sale show special going on for those that don't own ZBrush. Why not? But we are having a show special with 20% off ZBrush right now and 20% off the ZBrush Core. And we're giving you 20% off your first payment for any subscription of regular ZBrush. They just put the 6-month one in there. I'll put here comes the month one. They're ahead of me, man. I don't even know why I'm here. I'm glad you're having Anger Monday. You made it, man. Oh, man. Thanks for coming. I'm glad you're enjoying watching it. We're coming up there. We're over an hour now. We've been going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Over an hour.
We're getting close to the halfway point.
Oh man, Joseph's got exciting things for halfway point.
Oh, but what exciting things do I have?
I can't give it away. People got to wait until halfway. So a little bit less than whatever. I got to do the math real quick in my head right now. Like 30 minutes. 20,
you got a timer behind you.
26 minutes, 21 seconds, 20 seconds, 19 seconds. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. And then again, our theme is steampunk this year. So, and then they can sculpt whatever they want, character, creature, humanoid, whatever it wants. It's got to be steampunk. And they're using Any sculpting brush can be used, and only the insert mesh brushes that ship with the default of ZBrush can be used. And I want to point out, we're jumping around right now. Everyone you guys are seeing started with some mesh inside of ZBrush, right? So that's part of what ZBrush power is. Just start with nothing. I start with cubes at a lot of times, or a sphere. Oh, Joseph, that's a great idea. Someone wants to know, are you going to start selling tickets to your backyard?
Tickets to my backyard.
I think
I think the idea of my backyard is probably more entertaining than the actual thing.
Well, you've got dogs and cats. And I'm just reading a comment right now. So talk amongst yourselves, Jessica.
Yeah, and you guys can also, guys and gals can also watch these. So we're just looking for hashtags that are using the Live ZBrush Sculpt Off 2020. And this is on YouTube and Twitch. And so if you want to follow on your own, you can definitely go to Twitch or YouTube and do a search for that hashtag, and you'll see all the artists that are competing in the event. So we're just bouncing back and forth between those. But basically, there's a ton of artists out there. So definitely, if you want to see all of them at once, hop over to one of those channels and just check them all out. Just search for the hashtag.
Or like Jessica's just sitting right on Twitch and YouTube, and she's just grabbing them.
Yeah, I have so many tabs up. Holy bananas.
Well, you got good internet. You're streaming right now with us, and you got all those tabs up. You got good internet there.
I'm in at the source. Like my downstairs is all Wi-Fi'd in, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with this direct Ethernet connection.
All right, Dress, you got something now to show us?
I'm showing right now. You're the one.
You're right.
You're up next.
You're right. I am. I just gotten into this. I'm like,
you just got so excited. So excited.
I know. Hold on. Yeah, I am going to be up next. Keep showing the mouse. Okay.
I like the mouse.
Just keep showing the mouse.
I love the number of animals we're actually seeing as sculpts this time around. We've got the Cthulhu-esque mind flayer. There's a couple birds. There's a spider.
There is a couple birds. Oh, is it the spider the one that Joseph thought was a spider?
Yeah, we're going with spider on that. We're going with
nearly
that.
positive.
Jessica may look back on it, and we'll see.
Yeah, it's definitely a spider on a web. So she's going super duper nuts on tech detail.
There's even a cow. Somebody said, what? Tim King.
I haven't seen the cow. Is it on YouTube?
Where's the cow, Tim? Put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Tim King, he's a regular at the summit. Regular. All right. Well, I have Oscar Trejo going right now. Right there, you go. Another bird.
There's another bird. A dodo.
Stop calling me a dodo, Dress.
That's not my name.
It's not my. Well, let's be honest. It could be. All right. Let's see. Tim has put in the cow. I hate to distract from Oscar, but oh yeah.
We'll come back.
Oh yeah, we got. Yeah, Stan's good. Yeah, we'll come back to that. This is also the fun I think about ZBrush, and just it's more like an art world, right? And there's so many artists from different backgrounds, and these are why these things I think are so much fun to watch. Is everyone thinks differently and sculpts differently. It's really awesome.
Well, the tool gives you a lot of freedom to pursue what you're thinking of, how you would like to approach it. You can go full technical. You can go with like blueprints even and use the shadow box.
Yeah.
Go freeform. Like it lets you work from your imagination, however your brain works.
You know what's also fun about this one? We're getting a little also sneak peek of artists in their atmospheres and how they work too, right? That's
true.
Yeah, we're not pulling them out into like here's your new setup. Get used to it in 5 minutes.
Oscar, are you listening to us right now too? Because I see you talking. Just give me a little yeah. If you're listening, let's see. I want to see how many people are actually listening to us too that are sculpting.
Me, I would go in their own zone. Yeah,
I'm a music person or a movie. Yeah,
I do podcasts. Oh shit, he is. We're judging you. I listen to a lot of podcasts, so a heck of a ton of murder.
I can't do that. My mind won't be able to follow what they're saying.
All your sculpts just have like.
Well, looking good, Oscar. This is great. This is awesome. You're doing a dodo bird. which is great. And everyone, again, Oscar's one of our regular sculptors on this channel. So you visit our schedule and you can see everybody. And for that matter, here, I want to share the schedule anyways in our chat, because this is just day one, people. This is day one right now we're on. So from here on out, it'll just be a lot of dosage of me and Joseph and our guest speakers as well.
Lots of guest speakers.
Lots of guest speakers. I'm going to give you guys a link to our calendar. You guys can be reminded by email when you go in. So let me put this in there. Sculpting Madness. I love it. Paste. There we go. There you guys go. There's a calendar of all the upcoming events that are happening. Oh, look at that. The team's putting it up right now for you all. What's going on today and what's going on tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's creepy.
Got some skulls, some IMM curve brushes, little mechanical parts.
Yeah. Oh, I recognize one of the brushes. That's IMM curve right there. Oh, God, I'm a loser. Yeah, I recognize that one. That's for sure. In the ears.
Got a lot of hats. I assume we're going to have a lot of characters with hats.
I mean, it's the aesthetic.
And monocles.
That's
monocles
true.
and hats.
Yeah. You can't have steampunk without a hat and a monocle and some ears. Yeah. And then like he's already diving into using materials as well.
Yeah, and I think that's
really smart.
It's really smart, yeah. Prepping it out.
Yeah, you want that to be like as much a part of your whole end composition as possible.
Well, also in a competition where you're only getting 3 hours, that's going to speed up your process. You don't have to go back and start filling all your materials in too.
And everything this year too is all ZBrush, so no external applications at all.
But it's only fair that way because folks aren't coming onto computers that have all of the programs available. You want it to be even and fair. So it makes sense.
Yeah, not everyone's going to have all the other programs necessarily. That's true. I'm just catching up on even the chat stuff that's going on right now.
I know. I'm just juggling a couple things.
Yeah. Steampunk Space Jockey. That's a good idea. There you go. I like that. This is it's really cool just to see how people work. And like I said, everyone works differently. Eventually here we're going to switch to me but not yet. But Joseph, Joseph's going to be very. I almost want to, but just because he's using your favorite little Sculptris Pro.
Well, go ahead. It's all you. It's all you.
You want me to take? You want it? They want to take?
Yeah.
I like the hat and monocles that's going on over there by you though. Go ahead. All right, let's switch and take a look at, since this one also Mr. King was talking about. Here's our cow. He's using Sculptris Pro to make it looks like smoke, I would say, eh?
Oh, yeah. To make steam, sir.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. I like that. See, that's Sculptris Pro. There you go. Near and dear to Joseph's heart. Oh, it's interesting. He's using the V key to switch to colors.
Oh, smart.
I use that new thing in the top. It's surprising how much I use the thumbnail in the top left. I use that a lot.
Thumbnails, mad useful.
Yeah, it's very useful, and you can make it bigger by just clicking and dragging. So that becomes very useful for me. I find myself using a lot more than I thought I ever would, in all honesty. And it's really great to have that ability. And then this is just another way. Stan's using this. He's using the color picker, actually, where he's got black and white, and he's using the V key as in victory to switch between the two colors. Hey, counterclockwise, another good name. That's an awesome name. No, this is only today. The Sculpt Off is only for today. But tomorrow is a lot more stuff going on. We got special guests. We've got a person who's going to walk you guys literally making an entire collectible, even showing molding things, 3D printing things. We got a monument one where we're literally going to have a live CNC machine in the stream. We've got me and Joseph doing nothing but tips and tricks, along with showing some artists we reached out to.
Hold on, Paul. We're your timer's almost at halftime, isn't it? What time is it now? No, I can't see it. Sorry.
It's 1:45.
Ah, okay, we got. Whew, it may be because it's red. Sorry, I was getting excited.
Yes, because it's red. For those that don't know, Joseph is colorblind. So, again, what I was saying is, you guys want to definitely check out the schedule, right? So go to zbrushlive.com. If you're already watching it, there's a tab with calendar. I can put it up again for you in the chat. So go there, and every day is going to be a different guest, and then we'll have different segments for what we are calling ZBrush Top Tips. So we've got some of our streaming artists. We've got artists that we've done ZBrush Masters with. They all made like a video sharing a tip of what they like to use inside of ZBrush, and it can't be longer than 15 minutes. That's the key thing here. So you guys are just literally every 15 minutes during that segment, you're going to get nothing but tips and tricks, tips and tricks, tips and tricks. And we're doing the segment like that every single day for the rest of the 3 days. So definitely do that. Mr. Whittlebach, thanks for jumping in the stream, my man. Dressy likes your haircut. I'm doing mine. I didn't get mine. I'm going to do mine tonight. I got to come in with new hair.
I got to cut the sides down though. It was looking too raggedy though the other day. I had to get rid of it. I was looking like I'd laid in the backyard for a little bit too long.
I'm just reading. The artist model in the cowl right now is Stan. Is his first name? I have to go back and see if I can find Stan Kolev is who's sculpting right now. Let me double check that. Yes, Stan Kolev.
Super rad.
Yeah.
I like that we're getting like the whole inner workings of this steam cow.
The metal cow.
Yeah. I think where he's going with that, it's like that old picture, right, of the animals. Oh, who do we have now? Morgan.
It's Mike Morgan.
Wow,
you got in.
Dang.
So if you don't have a sculpting glove, Mike Morgan's the way to go.
Oh, they're his gloves?
Yeah, he makes them.
Look, he's coming on right now.
Is he showing it?
He noticed for watching him.
Yeah.
He's definitely wearing one. Artist glove. There it is.
There you go. I don't wear a glove. I'm not gonna lie. I don't wear one.
Well, now that I'm working from home, it's too dang hot in my office as opposed to the blizzard freezing.
The blizzard.
Oh my god, it's so
Nice.
cold at office. But I think I'm gonna need one because I have oodles of woolen gloves that I normally would have worn at work, but now I need something a little bit more temperature friendly.
So he's gone nuts with the little details and designs on those headers.
Yeah.
He's hitting all the IMM brushes.
Killing it, man. It's what's kit bashing, right?
Mhm.
I'm a fan of that. I do that. It's got a little zoomometer going now.
He's got 3 hours. He's got to do what's necessary.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a full-size character again, right? So just whatever they want to make.
Right?
What?
A cool image.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
it.
just all
One
image. Yep.
One image. That's it. And then the judges are 3 judges who are past winners. They're the ones that pick who comes in first through 5th. And again, we're giving away over $17,000 worth to these people who are going to be the first through 5th. And for those of you that are not competing, don't worry. We didn't forget about you. Okay. We didn't forget. We got another over $40,000 worth of prizes we're giving away. So if you just want to tune in just for prizes, why would you just do only that? Don't you want to hear Joseph Drust again? You should be tuning in every day.
Every day.
Every day. And this is the only day we got Jessica, unless she wants to come make an appearance at some one of these times.
I will
Surprise
definitely
appearance.
be haunting the chat and watching things throughout my day.
Yeah. Gearhead, that's a good one. I like, Mike, that you got all the guts inside. It's not just the head and the gears. That's a cool idea. What he's
The
doing.
internal, yeah.
Yeah, the internal gears on the top too. That's a cool idea. Oh, a nose ring. Definitely have those nose rings. I like
It's
it.
what's holding her nose onto her face. You know it.
Ooh. It's reminding me a little bit of AI.
It does, yeah. It has a little bit, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Brain of Gears. There's the name of your piece, Mike. Someone just gave it to you in chat. I like it. Brains of Gears. It's like it's making me immediately think of the old Nintendo game, Blades of Steel.
Or Gears of War the other way. You can go Gears of Brains.
Sure. I love it. What's something you would personally like to improve on? Are you asking me or Joseph or Jessica to that?
Just
question?
You.
Yeah, just you. You're the one that needs.
That's a good question. Artistically, I'd like to be able to get the pieces done and follow through personally on some of the pieces. Like starting that Transformer, I want to do 5 different Transformers of 80 style that were, as a kid, I loved. Mm-hmm. And I'm working on my Gremlin, which I'm going to show actually this summit. That is one of my things. I'm a big Gremlin fan. I've got some original Gremlins. In fact, one of them's here in the office. I could probably bring her in, but I love Gremlins. So I'm doing one of my own, and I'm going to print that out and put a bunch in my office. And I want to do a CNC version of it. Those are one of the things I want to do. But
so your big improvement is finishing.
Yeah,
Paul's got audio.
That and I want to get a little bit better at certain, get faster at doing some anatomy. So I've been trying to focus on certain parts of anatomy too, so I can move quicker.
It's like Friday butt day and Thursday shoulder.
Nice. There you go. Every day could probably find a part of the body that it goes, right?
Honestly, I need to revisit wrists right now.
Oh yeah. Shadow Scheme's up now.
Well, you got roles too.
Yeah. Also, the way that he's using his referencing having back there is interesting. I like to have my references scattered on ZBrush personally, or you can use see-through, right? It's a good way to go.
Oh, that's a really good point. Yeah, because especially when you're working super duper fast, having kind of a solid idea of what you're getting into ahead of time, and then just keeping that reference on hand so that you're kind of holding yourself to it helps you stay on track. My mind will artistically wander because I'll that's actually the thing that takes me the longest in production is making artistic decision making. When I don't know exactly what I want to do and I'm still making the decision, that's where I'm going to iterate the longest.
Yeah, I just typed an answer to somebody. So because we got a lot of people that are competing, listening. Someone just asked, do they have to render during this time transmission? Yes. You guys got to render out your final image in these 3 hours. So it's not just only sculpting for 3 hours straight. You're going to have to time yourself.
Yep.
Right. And we're coming up close to halfway point.
We are. You've got 38 on the clock.
8 minutes.
You? Yeah.
8 minutes. 8 minutes left before we're at halfway point, man. Holy moly. It's going by fast. So make sure you give yourselves time to do a render and post it in the official thread. Okay. So I shared that with all you already in emails.
Around 3 o'clock, probably.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's I like to push it a little bit. I'd probably do 3:15. I would probably have the URL of the page open already, and then
that's right. I think some of the contestants already have it up for sure.
Yeah.
How long do you guys like noodling in a render for a competition like this?
That's a good question. You're picking on something that I like to noodle a lot, actually.
Yeah,
I do too. Yeah,
I like to noodle a lot.
Yeah.
Because with the filters now, what you can do with the filters in ZBrush is insane. So I find myself just getting lost and just messing with those and making something crazy cool NPR type right inside of ZBrush real fast. And then I love that it's real time. I love that it's real time for me. So I do find myself messing around quite a bit. And you know what? To me, that's what rendering is. It's like pull a lever. Let's see what it does. Pull a lever. Let's see what it does. Right. So don't forget to render red wax, Juan says.
Just for the lulz. So you if you were to be new sculpt people, at least give yourselves 20 minutes to really do the final image.
Yeah, at least that amount of time for sure.
Asborn, can you elaborate a little bit more on your question? You're asking a question, does perpetual license work on only for this version of ZBrush or for 22, 23, 24? I'm assuming you're talking about 2022, 2023, 2024. So if that's where you're going, right now we have never charged for an upgrade for a professional license, and right now
Never.
it's on sale, 20% off, show special right now. If you don't own ZBrush, get to our store. You can get a 20% off right now, starting today, and it'll end on Tuesday. So yes, all I can tell you is we've never charged for an upgrade. It's never happened.
Never have. And here we got Spicer now. Another one of our ZBrush live streamers here.
He's definitely not listening to us. He's
he's jamming out for sure.
No, because our voices are not that good of a rhythm going on.
No, not at all. He's in the dojo.
He loves his dojo.
That's how
that's
he
for
has
sure.
to work.
He loves it. His are fun to watch for sure. Let's see. All right, Spice. You guys keep coming. I'm also gonna be looking for more people too.
Oh, that's right. His shirt is like a ZBrush.
It is, yeah. I think it's a ZBrush Hangout shirt.
Nice. I found my favorite ZBrush shirt. This is like legit the favorite one that I've gotten from the summit. It's the most comfortable, the best fit, 100%.
You know what's ironic? That is probably the most popular one. That's the one that everyone always asks me, where can I get that one?
Yeah. The tonal one?
It's real good.
The Japanese one was awesome too. The one that says, I know a little about ZBrush. Or what Dice Table corrects me.
Japanese one.
Yeah. It's you. Yeah, it's you.
Oh, he's listening now. He's listening.
Yeah, he is.
Maybe somebody in stream was like, "Hey, God."
Oh, there's the dojo. There's the dojo. There's me. I love that you used my open mouth expression, but Joseph gets the cool, calm expression. Thanks.
Oh,
it's hilarious.
There's Simon Lee too.
Simon Lee, Ryan Kingsley. Yeah. Nice. I like it, Spicer. Rocking and rolling.
So nice.
All right, looks like we got less than 4 minutes till halftime.
Halftime's coming up in like 4 minutes. Halftime. For those that are listening to us and sculpting, we're almost halfway through. So think about that for your timing. You know, one year that somebody used it, because we've done this, right? One artist one year actually used, I want to say, if I remember right, I want to say it was Beauty and the Beast, the anime. That's exactly an hour and a half long. So he just played the movie. And then he knew that was halfway point. And then when he replayed the movie again, he knew about how much further he had instead of trying to focus on a clock. That's how he did that.
Yeah, it was Joe. It was Joe that did it.
Yeah,
That's
Joe did
smart.
it. So this is Sadan, who's
Ooh, I like
also one of our streamers.
Oh,
too.
man. That was getting crazy.
Hey, Sadan, if you're listening, thanks for doing this. Again, he's got some IMM
Looking
going there.
good.
There's a lot more. I think also the point of this keeping restricted IMs, there's more IMM brushes than people think there are. Because don't forget, there's that handy dandy Lightbox. There's like another 250 brushes in Lightbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're holding people just to like ZBrush as it comes, they maybe don't realize exactly how much it comes with.
That's the point of the challenge. It's a challenge. What can you do? Right?
Yep.
So, and for those listening, we've got a little fun graphic at midpoint. So you will 100% know when it's halftime. Okay? And you can see in my clock, we're a little over 2 minutes away from halfway point right now. Yeah, that's looking good. I like it. This is
down to those details. Like you get your big forms in, but then you gotta.
Oh, nice! It's a rat.
Oh
nice.
wait, I missed it.
It's a rat. Oh, and he used. I see he used also mannequins for the hands. He used mannequin hands.
The mannequin hands.
That's a smart move, Sadan. Nice, smart move. Yeah, if he pulls back out, you'll see that's like a rat. It's cool. I like that. Dress is cutting down.
Oh, he's
there you go. There you
cute.
go. Cat. Oh, it's a cat, not a rat. You're right. It's a cat.
Oh, a hairless cat then.
Yes.
That was pretty good.
Evil. That's a great idea, right? That's another spin. This is fun. This is good.
Yeah.
Right when I said that, Matt Griffin threw in, this is fun. Oh, man. I'm serious, Dress. You're doing the setup now. From here on out, you're in the setup. That's for sure. All right, one more minute.
Yeah, what's
Okay.
the cat called? That's the furless cat in there. Certain type of
they're
cat.
named?
Yeah, it's like one of the Egyptian cats.
Isn't it a Persian?
Yes.
Persian something? I don't know. I have no idea.
Have
you ever held one or pet one?
Yes, I
No.
snuggled with one.
Yeah.
I stayed over at a friend's house and he has two. And they like to snuggle for warmth.
Sphinx
So
cat.
I got the cat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sphinx.
The Sphinx
Right?
cat.
Yeah, because some of them can have like peach fuzz and some of them are like really just skin. They're cute.
All right. We're down to 15 seconds to the halfway point.
Uh-oh. That made it to
Drama.
halftime.
Drama. We got to have drama for the halftime, right?
They only got an hour and 30 to finish their sculpts, Paul, and get their images ready, post on Zebra Central. What's happening in their minds right now?
Sending a letter to Joseph Dress.
Yeah. Well,
You guys
probably
should
like
know that.
making a list of like their must-haves, their wish lists, and trying to like knock it all off the park. I mean, yeah.
Me, honestly, what I would do right now for me personally,
Mhm.
I would immediately start thinking about framing, how I'm going to frame, because then I can see what is not going to be
what
even
you
in-
actually have to do. Yeah.
Yeah, and what you
exactly.
got to sculpt. Because I don't need to sculpt the back if I'm not going
Nope.
to show that. Like you're not going to have
Nope.
that. So
Nope.
I would use the perspective being able to store the camera in the draw
Mhm,
palette at the very end bottom. That's the first thing I would do at halfway point. I would start putting my
Get your
document,
camera, get
and
your
then
pose
frame
in.
it up. What were you
Well,
saying, Jessica?
A lot of them they'll want to pose it because like they're going to be in T, and then they're going to want to get it into pose, get your
Yep.
camera, and then decide what's relevant to your shot. Yeah, that's really smart.
Yeah, that's the route I would take. I don't know if every artist is different, but that's where I would go if I was in this.
I
Yeah,
feel like
it-
that's a successful approach.
Yeah, the composition would be where I'd be at now too. Because you can
Right.
always go to 2.5D too. Just smear
Yeah.
stuff all over the place.
Oh
You're
my
right.
God, you're so right. Now, how did the stream go on Thursday? That was all of the previous competitors talking about how to be successful.
Oh, one that two of our past competitors take, Marlon and Pablo did.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I wasn't able to jump into it because I was so wrapped up in prepping for this. From
Well,
my
I hope
understanding, it
folks
went really
in
well.
our stream caught it because that's like some super valuable tips and tricks.
Yeah.
Because it's not just, sculpt off, like everything that they're doing in the sculpt off, like working efficiently, working quickly, getting their ideas out is like super relevant to production.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They wanted to give a bunch of like tips as being competitors before,
Mm-hmm.
what you needed to do. Right. So unfortunately, I was not able to jump in that one for me. I was
had
too
to
busy getting
deliver
yelled
a lot
at.
of
I was too busy getting yelled at by Drust.
Always. That's what I do. Paul, where are you? Paul,
Yeah.
we got to prepare for this. Paul.
Even if it's a digital yell.
All caps.
Yeah. I have an uncle that still texts in all caps and has a flip phone. It drives me crazy.
You
There
shouldn't
is
judge.
a
Maybe
lot.
his phone doesn't have lowercase.
Oh, it does. He just doesn't like it.
It's broken.
As a joke, I changed it once on purpose. And he's like, oh, what is this? Like his phone's sold. It's the T9. Do you remember the T9 where you had to hit the number 3 times to get
Oh,
to
yeah.
a letter? That's what I'm talking about. Is how he texts still.
Dang.
Yeah.
Although I got really good at that, like one-handed, not even looking at the screen. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is cool. This is a great idea. This is, organic and then making the hands be the steampunk and the
Yeah, I
art
like it. I like it.
mixture of doing some. Sarah's doing a very cool piece
Yeah.
here. I'm tempted now to ask, are you listening to us?
Are you
Yeah,
listening? I think she's focused too. She looks very
100%.
focused.
yeah,
she's
don't
so-
distract the artists. They've got like serious business right now.
Can't help it. It's
No,
what
I know. You're like, hey, what's going on over there?
I'm ruining your guys' normal rhythm.
No, actually, 3 is a wonderful like pivot bounce because then it gives one of us is always like looking at the next stream. So
it's true. Contemplating.
All good.
Oh, what? Someone's bringing up something about dynamic solo. Tell me about it. What do you think? Do you know what the dynamic solo is really actually for? So there's the word dynamic in the solo button. The point of that is you actually don't have to turn on the solo button, and you just turn on the word dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
And when you navigate, we will only show the subtool that you selected. And when you stop navigate, we re-show all the subtools. That's why it's called dynamic. But you don't actually have to turn on solo to use that.
Nope.
You just have to click on the word dynamic and turn it on.
Cool.
So someone was bringing it up, and I'm throwing stuff out here for people.
Yeah, there's some ASCII brushes on that too, because if you have it on and you use an insert mesh brush, when you drag that insert mesh brush out, it's going to do that same thing. So it's going to isolate that insert mesh part, and you're going to see it, but the rest of your model is going to vanish. So if you use it and then you go to grab an insert mesh brush and drag it out, people are like, "What happened?"
Sarah's doing it right now. She's doing it right now.
There you go.
I think that's why it probably came up, because she's got solo on right now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
This is tips galore. Oh, you think this is tips galore?
We haven't even gone to the tangents yet.
Oh, wait until the Inception tangents from Paul Gabry come out, and it's all over then. We just, Inception, going down the drain. The next 3 days, people, that's all it is like a lot of tips. We've got some great presenters. And guys, every day we're doing a segment that's minimum 2 hours every day. That's nothing but tip. It's just like when I said polygroup it. Now I've got your attention. Lisa needs braces. There you go. Oh yeah, I use that all the time. Like, look up here. Look at me. Yeah. Wait, I got. I like what Sarah's doing. Nice. Very cool. Well, I did have somebody, but hold on. Hold on.
Slacking over there.
I had one that Jessica found that was really cool. I think, hold on. We might have to come back. Oh, wait. No, they're back. Nope. Yes.
No, yes, maybe.
No, yes. No, yes. No. Yes. No, yeah.
We're trying to find the feeds when they're showing like kind of the coolest little bits of what
yeah,
they're
throw
working on.
mine on now,
really
boys. Throw mine on. This is the jellyfish.
Isn't it really beautiful?
This is awesome.
Yeah. Like, I was watching this artist work with the internal mechanical spine within and was just delighted. You know, a lot of aquariums are starting to consider robotic dolphins instead of live dolphins for their shows. And it's kind of exciting that we might have like entire tanks filled just with like robotic sea life.
Right.
Gosh, I love it though. Like, I really geek out over this stuff. My sister is a mechanical engineer, so she's deep into robotics. She teaches children's robotics classes in Switzerland. And
wow.
So I sent her all this stuff. It's like one of the few locations where both of our jobs kind of meet.
You know what? By the way, someone's freaking out. Joseph's gone. He's gone for a reason. He'll be back.
Yeah.
Do you know tomorrow is National STEM Day in the United States? Which is
for like science, engineering.
Yeah, science, technology, engineering, and math to encourage kids to get into those careers. And that's what tomorrow's segment, a part of it, is talking ZBrush in education is going to be about. We're going to have 2 instructors and we're going to have 2 students talking about how to get into ZBrush as like a teenager, because the 2 students discovered ZBrush in high school when they were like freshmen. And now they're both on a path. One of them's already in the industry and the other one's, he's loving it. So we're going to have like that 45-minute conversation, show some stuff. And this helps for anybody that's really looking at how to educate people with ZBrush and good ways to go. That's kind of what that conversation is really also going to be about. And we want to make a little tip to the hat of National STEM Day here in the United States.
That's awesome. Yeah. And that's a really good point about like using ZBrush Core Mini. I've got plans to sit down with a bunch of my nieces and nephews and be like, hey, so there's this tool that I use. A lot of them are artists or interested in art or kind of like curious, like, what does Aunt Jessica do? I kind of wanted to give them a run through. And ZBrush Mini is a great way to like bring in baby artists.
My daughter will sit on me and she'll say, I want to color. And then I just have to get the color. And then she'll sit there in ZBrush and paint and color, actually. And she's just turned 5.
am so. She's gonna be such a badass.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Joseph,
if she enjoys it still, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So Joseph said, where did Joseph go? And someone said he went to the garden to get his gnome.
But Joseph is the gnome.
Oh, I love that our silly jokes that we do in streams just continue. Does anybody remember this one? Can anybody remember this one? What that is? How far back did these people go? This was in Summit 1. This is the very first ZBrush Summit. I did this. And everyone had to do something for another 2 million points, which means absolutely nothing today. One Paul did this in the
there
first.
There we
go. Somebody got it. Oh my God. Seriously? Awesome. Yeah. That one got out of hand.
Yeah, no one wanted that. That's why I muted because it was too much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was just saying expletives over here.
Son of a beep, beep,
no. I'm just reading someone's also.
The jellyfish keeps getting crazier.
Yeah. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, look at that. Cool purple background.
So I'm pretty sure this globe, there's stuff inside this globe. You can't see it right now. Yeah, translucent. Yeah, uh-huh.
That's a good, yeah. I like that. I'm getting my next one ready that we're gonna transfer to here.
You can see my lights changing where I'm at. It's turning dusk over here.
Oh, that's right, because you're on the East Coast.
That's right. You're going to see what nighttime, a preview of what the night is going to be for you, Paul.
Thanks. Yeah, we're fine. It actually rained last night here.
It's raining right now for me. Like, it's so stormy. We've had to bring stuff inside.
Yes, there will be a Tucci. Tucci will be coming for the summit. He'll be here. You'll see a Tucci.
There will be a Tucci. Yeah, but Tucci is just part of one of the segments. You're stuck with me and Drust for hosting this year. Back to my old roots of the summit, being the host, but now it's co-hosting with Drust. No smoke machine. I'll probably.
I know. What was it? What was the other thing? The unicorn suit. Didn't he have a unicorn suit?
Yeah, and then he had a mannequin at one point too. That was just. So here's a good question for all you. How did you guys get started in the 3D world?
Me?
And you first, Drust, and then
okay. So in high school, I knew I wanted to do something with art, and so I had my senior year and junior year were all art. So I thought I was going to go into product design, making this cereal box packaging and stuff like that, the illustrating those kind of things. And then during high school, we had in a drafting class we had access to the computers. So we played a ton of Doom, and Dogs was the other game back in the day that was this, you could do them. We set them up, took all the computers, hooked them all up, and then we just go in there and have a mini LAN party. And this was back when the machines were 386s, 486s, nothing crazy. And then my teacher at the time, he was his name was Mr. Satterwhite, and he said, "Hey, you like playing those games so much, why don't you want to make art for games?" And until that, I had no clue. It didn't even made the connection that video games needed art. And then after he mentioned that, and that was it. So all my focus went to, I want to make art for games. And took all classes and everything and all related to that, focused 100% on that.
Nice. What about you, Jessica?
I'm kind of weird. So I went to college for chemistry and computer science. And I love science, but I don't like the jobs that are associated with science. While I was in college, Blizzard used to be on UC Irvine campus. And I got a job doing game support before World of Warcraft came out. So I got to program a couple of things, but I was kind of in the same boat. I didn't realize that there were artists at video game companies until a couple of them swung by my desk, during tool downtime, different types of things while we were working on it. I would just be sculpting with my hands at my desk. It was a way to kind of relieve stress, because when tools are down, it's deeply stressful. And the art director for World of Warcraft at the time was like, "You should be an artist." And I was like, But I'm really glad that I took them seriously. I ended up having like a number of really amazing artists that encouraged me. So I try my best to do the same for artists that I see to encourage them in the industry. But yeah, I left Blizzard, went to Gnomon, came back to Blizzard.
Nice. There's a lot of people that have paths where they go to school or do something, and then now they're artists. I know a lot of artists like that.
It's good though. Like, I mean, I would never feel that my time studying math, studying programming, studying chemistry was ever a waste. I learned a lot.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Shane's got a whole rabbit there.
You know, rabbit.
Look at
his little window too. He had a little gear graphic. Look at you, Shane. Step in the plate if he's listening. This is another one of another streamer that's on our channel.
It's good attention to detail. Oh, it's so
he's
cute.
got a great eye. His stuff is so great. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun in his pieces too.
Woo! There we go. There's some light.
Oh, hey, a little light.
Look at that.
There.
Now I gotta adjust this so it doesn't blind everybody.
Wow. Now, yeah, you almost look like you're in definitely a lighting like.
I can probably change the color on this too. There's probably some mood lighting here. Oh, there's the coffee light.
Hey, I'm going to give a time update to our sculptors. You got 1 hour and 15 minutes left. Do not forget, you need to also post when the time's up. So you got to have your post up before the time is up. It's all part of the challenge.
Yep, because when we did it on site, the artist had to have everything done, and as soon as that bell went off, it was pens down, tablets down. You're done. That's it. And then we just came around and collected the images, and that was it.
Yeah, I'll put the link in again for you all here in a little bit, so you guys have the link again. And for those not competing, right? Well, they already beat me to it. They put the link there already. For those that are not competing, you can go, and that's where the images will be submitted from all these great artists. Right? So just keep that in mind for those that are listening to us, right? And that are competing. Don't lose track of your time. We will remind you and be annoying. Don't worry.
Just like go to all the streams, post your image.
You're almost done.
You know what? What's been fun with this? What I've liked about this, there's stuff just all over the map, actually. Like people doing like the jellyfish, and then that dragon, and then Shane's doing this cartoony rabbit, and this is cool. This has been a lot. I hope everyone's really enjoying as much as I am.
And yes, there are judges this time, so it won't be a community vote. The judges will be going through all the images and then deciding the 1st through 5th places on those.
And for that student, the person that just chimed in, they're in high school right now. Number one, you should watch. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We're streaming tomorrow. We start again live at noon tomorrow till 6 p.m. We're 6 hours tomorrow, right? You're going to want to tune in for that for sure. And one of the segments is literally talking about you as a high school student. How do you get into ZBrush? Me personally, I think the number one thing you should do is go get ZBrush Core Mini. It's free. Just download it. It's already going to have a sphere there or a cube, and just start sculpting. Get that down. Get that. Just basics of navigating and sculpting and switching through brushes, and work on that immediately. And of course, again, we have a promotional sale going on right now as well, right? So perpetual license of ZBrush is 20% off. Perpetual license of ZBrush Core is 20% off. And for your first payment of 6 months ZBrush, we're giving 20% off. And for your first payment of the month ZBrush, we're giving 20% off that. And for all you ZBrush Core people, if this is the time for you guys to upgrade, okay? Because as a person that already owns Core, they already get a discount. You guys were giving you another discount. So you're getting a big chunk off already. Okay, so this is the time to take advantage if you want to. We don't do this often. Very rarely do we put ZBrush on sale. In fact, it's usually only during the summit. Something like this is when we would do it. Nice. So this almost is like, is those ruffles right there? This is reminding me because you're seeing skull, almost like zombie.
Yeah.
Like a zombie steampunk.
Uh-oh, Jessica's saying there's a whale.
Wait, we only just switched to this one, so like give them a minute.
You've got other animals. I want to see what the whale looks like.
I'll put the whale up. I'll put the whale up next. We'll go to the whale next. We'll go to the whale.
Steampunk Moby Dick.
Yeah, we'll do that next. Don't worry, we'll do the whale. Oh, she's got a cool UI, and she's in another part of the world right now too, competing. So it's really late for her. Maybe
Or
not.
maybe early.
Maybe
She,
early.
yeah, could
If
be.
she is, I don't know.
Japan.
I don't know. She might not be. She might be here in the U.S. and it's just me assuming things, and I should just be quiet and stop talking.
I think the company Kaide is from is in Japan, though.
Oh wow, that UI is crazy.
Yeah, but look, she also did her own cam view. So you guys see in the top right there? She's got her own sculpt. I don't know if anybody knew that, but that doesn't have to be the plain face. That can be anything.
Nice.
I think one of the streams I did, I even took my face and made it the cam view.
Of course you did. Of course you did. There is no student subscription, but subscription is just a normal subscription for that person that's asking, Hazel. So you can get subscribed to ZBrush Core for $9.95 a month. And right now, for ZBrush, there's a special on your first payment. So you can do 6 months. It's normally $179.95 every 6 months for ZBrush, or $39.95 every month. But right now, we're giving you 20% off the first payment of either one of those subscriptions. There is a student discount to ZBrush. So as a student, you can get an EDU license. Okay. Daisuke. So this is in Japan, you're saying? What time is it there right now, Daisuke? Because you're 15 hours ahead of me. Isn't it like
I'm not on my computer.
like 3 in the morning right now?
It's early,
Yeah.
but it might be like 6. Oh, I actually have Japan on my phone. Hold on.
Daisuke will be able to tell us. He's up right now in Japan.
It's 7 a.m.
7:20. Yeah.
So, okay. Well, that's not that bad. Although she started at 4 in the morning.
Yeah,
Oh, no. She started at 5 in the morning. She started probably like 5 in the morning. Because we're what?
that's pretty brutal.
Yeah. Dedication. No discount on Keyshot. No, it's already being discounted. You guys also got a Keyshot HD is normally $1,000, and then that's being discounted to $200, and the bridge is $149.95. And Keyshot Pro, mind you, we're giving away Keyshot Pro to some of these people today, and guess what? To the rest of you, I've got more full version Keyshot Pros to give away at this year's ZBrush Summit. They're $2,000 a license plus the bridge. So if that's not even another reason to tune in for these next 3 days, I know you want to see Joseph and me again. I get it. It's cool. But we'll throw some prizes at you too, right? So all the frogs, cool.
Sassy.
Look at that.
frog.
He's got that sassy step. Mr.
And
Peanut,
this is
better
so
watch
cool
out.
that there's so many people competing. You know what? I don't know. I'm not there for the 24 a lot, but this is pretty fun. Just how many people are competing and seeing different stuff. For you two, what's it been like for you guys? Because you guys are used to doing just 24 people total.
Well, the thing that I miss is having a small look at every person's computer box. So like I'm trying to replicate that with like all my tabs, and I'm going through and cycling. But it's really hard to keep up because I have more than 30 tabs right now.
It's a lot of tabs.
It's 1:22 in the morning in Moscow right now. We got somebody watching in Moscow. Thanks for tuning in, Dimitri.
Seriously.
Yeah. By the way, the Keyshot Bridge, one of the announcements today is now cross-platform. So if you have a Keyshot Bridge right now, that one serial number now can be activated on either Windows or Mac. So you can have one Mac and one Windows all in the same serial number now. Sorry, Jessica. I like to interrupt people.
No, I'm not worried.
That's cool. I like the frog. I like where we're going with this froggy frog.
Well, we got an hour. What's the time? What's the time, Paul?
You got an hour and less than 6 minutes and 55 seconds. 54 seconds.
Not a lot of time. Not a lot of time.
Really, again, I would go with they got an hour of sculpting time, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And then got to get your images up there.
Mm-hmm.
Denmark says hello. It's 11:30 there. What time is it in Denmark? I don't even know. 5:23 in Indonesia. Man, there's so many people watching. This is awesome. You guys are amazing to be up late, middle of the day. It'd be midnight for them. Croatia. We got people from all over the world, man. Thanks for tuning in.
Iceland.
Iceland. Always have an
I
Icelander.
want to go back to Iceland.
Always have an Icelander.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah. That's
New
a cool.
Zealand.
I love it. It's a frog, right? It's not a lizard. It's a frog, right? Yeah. Oh, wow.
I think it's a frog. Yep.
Yeah. Here we go.
This one's
Another
super
one?
fun. I hope we can zoom out because it's like a whole involved scene, really.
Is it?
Yes.
Maybe he's listening to us as well. He'll pull
But I
out
think-
for everybody to see.
No, but
This is also a nice thing too. You guys can actually talk to the person a little bit.
unlike well, I don't want to distract him too badly.
Yeah, we couldn't
because
do much
every minute
talking in that.
counts.
Guys, I'm here now. I'm the distraction.
You are the distraction.
I'm the
Like
distraction.
it's
Oh, there you go. It's a
approved.
bird. Like a robin, blue
But
bird.
there's like a whole tree branch and everything that
Oh, really?
sitting on. Yes, I've been peeking at all of these.
I see there's a Canadian in the house. Whoop, whoop, right here.
Looks like there's multiple Canadians in the house.
That's right. Taking it over. Oh, nice. There
Oh,
we
look. Yeah.
go. Nice. That's cool.
And a little bird comes out of the side there. Look at that.
Yeah, I like that
So
little
there's-
graphic he's got
what's the-
going on there.
What's
too.
the drinking bird? The drinking
Yeah.
bird?
Yeah, that's the drinking bird.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
I remember doing those like to get video games to do stuff. Take a little drinking bird, have it hit that keyboard.
I think it's a blue
Wait,
jay.
Really?
I think it's
Just
a
like
blue jay.
jump in the corner of Ultrac Valley or something. You.
We're going into blue jay because darn it, I'm Canadian and there's a lot of blue jays in Canada. He's listening. Hey, good job. Unless I don't know if he's waving at us, but darn it, I'm going to be that person. You're the person you're waving at somebody and they're not actually waving at you. They're
We're
waving
like,
at somebody else. Oh, how many times have I been that guy?
This one's got a
he's
whole
Italian, so
crazy
maybe
sculpt,
he
too.
doesn't even understand us.
Oh yeah.
No one understands Paul though. I mean it's starting to get some painting on this one.
You got paint. Oh,
Big chimpanzee.
yeah. Nice. Deus. There's a lot of good stuff here. So many artists doing so
that's
much,
cool.
so many
I also
good
like-
pieces.
Like the emotion
Mm-hmm.
for this one.
I'm searching for some more right now myself. Keep talking.
Keep talking.
Talk amongst yourself.
It is kind of interesting how people are using the dynamic option too. We've seen multiple.
You mean
artists-
dynamic solo?
Yeah, dynamic solo. Yep. I don't use it that much. That's the thing.
You don't?
No.
I don't use it a ton, but I have used it where it's come in really handy for me
Mm-hmm.
to use. So I will use it from time to time. But at least now people know about it. At least we're sharing that tip now, right?
That's right. I just realized that my backdrops here, they both have it's all mouths. There's like a mouth here and a mouth here and a mouth here. It's
Oh, wow.
army of mouths behind me.
That chimp's going to be awesome.
Yeah, very much so. Ooh,
Oh.
now is the time for folks starting to get in like colors.
Yeah, jump to mine. I got one with some color, some material. Starting to get into that.
Oh, I don't know where this one is. I haven't seen this one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got the Z-Man in the front there.
Does he have the Z-Man? Oh, yeah, it does. There you go. That's the steampunk version of the Z-Man.
It's maybe dress your Z-Man that you've always wanted.
I'm telling you, I've got the helmet done. I gotta get the rest of it done. And then you're gonna dress up and run around.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. It's what I do. I'm here for entertainment purposes. Oh, I hit
You're
that
very
was me.
entertaining.
That was me.
You're all over the place.
That was me. Nice.
Lisa's need braces moment. Someone's asking. Someone's asking, Paul.
Where?
In the chat. In the chat.
Yeah, now. I got mesmerized for a moment. Let's go.
You're drawn in by the colors.
I love that they even did the little ZBrush logo on the helmet.
Yeah.
Ready for you.
Okay, what do you got, Drust? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Show what Drust has got now, too.
This is the spider.
Oh, but the spider's only a part of it. She's got a hand.
Yeah, but it was a spider. Me
Okay.
and Jessica were correct.
You were right. Is that panel loops, you think, the hand?
No, I think that's sculpting in. Yeah. It's sculpting
She's using a little bit of a sculpting brush there.
in. Double up that geo and sculpt in.
Nice. Nice.
Ashley's got them tricks.
I do love me some curve.
Lazy mouse?
No. Hold on. It's escaping me right now in my head. The brush, oh my God, it's like one of my favorite brushes. I use it for so much stuff. Why am I having a brain fart right now?
It is really pretty.
She's putting a nice design there on the hands.
I wonder how she's going to frame this one. Because it looks like she has a hand, I guess that's the...
I think she's going with what you see.
You see on the thing? Yeah.
I think
the
that's what
spider
she's
coming
going
off the hand.
Yeah. And then the spider is a lot of the
The focus.
steampunk-ish.
Mm-hmm. Well, but the whole hand of the character is very animatronic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a cool vibe.
The VDM brushes is what I'm thinking of, because I like to use that. They're the one specifically.
The chisel brushes.
The chisel brush. Thank you.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. There you go. Switch to mine. Look, this person's already put themselves in a rendering scene.
Oh, super cool. Look at the
Really
hair.
playing with the perspective.
Oh, that's awesome.
Bento. So this is this artist is taking that route, thinking about how the framing is going to be. Oh, I see they're using a little Z-App link to store their views.
There you go.
There's 4 ways to store your views, by the way, people inside of ZBrush. There's more than one. What do we got here? We're down to 58 minutes left.
Under an
We're
hour.
under an hour left.
Super stressful.
That one's looking pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's they're playing with that perspective really well. And they got the good movement in that hair too. Makes your eye come through. That's a cool one. I like that's happening there. That's nice. This has been a lot of fun for me. Oh, I keep doing this to see what everyone's doing.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting for Jessica to go and grab links, or I've been only able to do one at a time.
I don't know why it keeps opening over there because I'm in a different thing. Whatever. That's cool.
Oh, this one's cool.
Oh, here I got one.
You got one? I got another one too. We're ready.
I got one.
Yeah.
I got
All
one.
right.
This
Show
one's
drop.
working on the rendering too.
Okay. There. Oh, nice.
Yeah, get the scarab beetle.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh, is that in YouTube?
That is on Twitch.
How is it not showing up in my...
It's all hashtagged up.
Yeah.
He's
From
covert.
Romania.
Secretive. Nice. That's cool. They're using a plane for their background for the final.
Mhm,
I wonder if they're going to do something with that. I wonder if there's something going to happen with there.
I think we just want the maybe interesting
but
grading or light off.
Poly paint though, you could paint something across real fast.
Oh yeah.
Way to make an environment like background
Yeah.
feel. That's a good trick. It's a good way to think about it. Trust
Like
is getting darker. Yeah, your lighting is getting darker and darker.
I know it is. It's getting darker and darker. Except that I was messing with this light, but then if it comes over here, then it's just like too bright. I need to mess with it. Today might not be the time to do this.
That's not that bad. If you could go down a little, you're fine.
Oh, here, I can adjust this. Wait for it.
That one's really cool. That one's really. Here's another rendering one. Switch to me now. This person's doing the same kind of thing as the Beetle. Look, they've got kind of like they're thinking almost. They're in 3D, but they're taking like a 2.5D approach to it a little bit.
That's cool.
He's doing a very different. Now he's already into rendering. He's messing around.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. So zombie death steampunk. Nice job.
Look at that. Look, I like the frame, how it's boxed in, like it's actual geometry, which is cool.
Oh, all right. Good job. Thanks for doing this. You're listening to us. I don't know why you're listening to us, but thanks for listening.
I know. I hope our inane chatter is just very soothing.
Great job, man. Keep it going.
Seriously.
That's very cool. There's this. We're trying now to just start showing you guys as many as we can.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're coming down to the wire here, and now a lot of people are very far along. So we're going to keep going, keep showing you guys as many as we can, and even if we have time, maybe be able to revisit stuff. But there's a lot of people competing.
Yeah.
It really looks like a portrait. This one's like a portrait kind of, I feel. I love it. Very nice.
There's so many good ones going. I just refreshed.
Is there?
It's like,
all right. Joseph, are you ready now to share one?
Not yet. Hold on.
All right. I can't.
We had one, but it was going. It went to solo mode. We need to find something a little more. We can go back to the. Here's the flying squirrel. Let's go back there.
The flying squirrel.
That's what we're calling it. The flying marsupial.
Up solo.
Oh, there we
you
go.
go.
He's got looks like mechanical helicopter parts on the top when he zooms out.
Nice. Here, I'm gonna search for another one now. My turn to search for one. Let's see. Not Camino. We're starting to get to the point where there's just a lot of cool pieces.
yeah, I've got too many tabs now. I got to close some and then.
Yeah, I want to
try
to share as much as we can, right? As many people as we can. Hold on, I'm gonna put this one up next. What do you got?
I am so stoked for where the whale went. It's being attacked by a kraken.
Oh, nice. All right, I'm gonna show the one that Jessica's found in a minute.
Kraken.
No.
No, I'm really I popped in and she's working on some of the details of the body, but it's got this Art Deco vibe.
Yeah, I see it. I see where she's going. She's got this big dial behind her head and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I could just imagine something like that being the column in a beautiful old building.
It reminds me, this is something, again, one of the things you say what to work on. I have these ideas of also old, ads from the 40s and 50s that nice movement too in their hair. Nice job.
Oh, yeah.
Those old, almost a little bit old school painting, Norman Rockwell kind of a feel. Mm. This is where that's kind of, if you render that right, it would totally give that feeling too.
Yeah.
I love that.
Ooh, I hope she spends some time noodling materials and a little bit of texture love.
Yeah.
I'm into
it. It's very cool. I like what she's doing. I like it.
All right, good. Pop over me. Pop over me.
What do you got? What do you got there? What is that? A shark? Oh, no way. Stop it. That's awesome. Nice.
Oh, that's so fun.
That's a great idea.
It's like a little village.
Yeah. It's a really unique way of looking at things. I like that. That's cool. So they're probably going to frame it because they put in the scales only on the one side, frame it a certain way.
Yep.
Work smarter, not harder.
There you go. There you go, right? Reminds me of the Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah, it does have sort of that.
Yeah. That's very cool. It was a very interesting take on this and a fun take on that for sure. I like that. Nice. Let's not forget, people, again, they just put it up. Discounts, promotion, sales, promotional sale summit, right? 20% off ZBrush, 20% off ZBrush Core. And we're also giving 20% off your first payment for a 6-month subscription and a month-to-month subscription of regular ZBrush. So I just wanted to bring it up since people are going in. All right, switch over to mine because mine's rocking out. There you go. Rocking out. Having some rock. Nice. Use a little snake hook, I think, there, eh? What do we got there? Where's their brush? There you go. There. All right, he's got it. Get a little rock up. Really going for. He's going with the approach. I think you start with the pose and then go, right? Which is a different way of working.
But then they don't have to pose later on and fix stuff.
Right. You just figure it out now, and while you got it. I like the expression he's putting in his face.
Angry.
Yeah, I mean, it's interested to see where he's going to take it with only 50 minutes left. Yeah, 50 minutes left. Oh, nice. Is it coming out of a barrel? That's hysterical. That's great. That's great. I love it. Druss, do you have one now?
I do. It just went solo though. We can pop over and we'll bring it back.
It is coming out of a barrel. He is standing on a barrel. Going over the falls. That's nice.
So we're waiting for the out of solo. Come on. Come on.
Just put it up because then maybe the person who's listening and then they'll know to take it out of
solo.
True.
Yeah.
Who do you got there? Mike May. Mike May. If you're listening, Mike May, if you're listening,
get it out of solo.
Come out of solo. We want them to see your whole piece.
Maybe. Wait for it.
Wait for it. All right, I'm getting another one ready.
Doing some, like his title is Sculpting Shenanigans.
What is he making? Since is he making like a character or is it an animal or?
It was like an animal.
Was it? We can come back to Mike if you want.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll come back. Here's one that's doing a whole little dude walking. He's carrying all the stuff. He's got the arm. Love the little pizza icon he's got going down there. There you go. Oh, we got some mannequins in the house. Use the mannequins to pose to get in its position.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a fun way. There's a lot of concept artists that like to sometimes kick out with a mannequin and then just sculpt right on them in the mannequin. So again, for those that are just tuning in and watching, we're trying to jump to all the competitors. There's a lot of people competing.
All right,
so
I got one.
Shared a link in the bot. What do you got? Mike's ready? Oh, no, you got somebody else. Oh,
that's pretty cool. It's got like a Roman or Greek kind of statuesque.
It reminds me a little bit of the movie. It's making me instantly think of Hugo, the doll.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's what it's instantly making me think of. Not that that's where they're going, but here. Oh yeah. Here we got. I'm gonna get another one ready myself too.
Start queuing them up.
Yeah, man. We show as many as we can now, right? And just nice job, everyone. Whoever's listening to us, is all competing in this. Awesome job, everybody. Really great stuff. This has been a lot of fun. All the final arts are going to be posted in the official page.
Oh, that one's cool.
Dr. Depresso. Yeah, look, she's working on her arm.
Yeah.
It's a good take on that. That's from David. David's working on that one. David Zalala.
That's awesome.
Oh man, I got a cool one now.
All right, it's the one I just showed.
Did you just show this one?
Yep. Yep.
With the
that's
jugs and the crazy robot arm?
Yep.
Man.
Just showed that one.
Ha ha ha. Do the hummingbird.
You found a bird?
Hummingbird.
Oh. Dress you want to pull? Oh, Dress has got a different one now.
I got some NPR.
Oh, doing a little NPR in already, eh? All right. So everyone, by the way, Noah, good job. I have to let you people know about Noah. This is really incredible. Everyone, please. Noah's sculpting with his feet right now. He doesn't.
What? No way.
He's doing this all with his feet, people.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Amazing.
Great job, Noah. So glad we got to see yours, man. Nicely done. Yeah, isn't that awesome?
That's crazy.
Like,
that's crazy.
What's my excuse?
You have no excuse.
Yeah. Nice job, man. Great. And I think this is also what's fun about the community and us doing, and all of us doing this, just letting people see what people can do, right? It's just incredible. There's people at the Braille Institute here in Los Angeles also sculpting in ZBrush. So they're considered clinically blind, but they can sculpt. It's incredible.
That is really wonderful.
I'm still working on finding one. 1 second.
Yeah, so he's using eye tracking, as you can see on this corner here.
Yeah.
That's the eye tracking menu.
Amazing
so
work, Noah.
All his,
just saw your work on the Pixo stream.
Yeah.
That's really crazy.
Right? It's pretty awesome. Yeah, he's getting into like gaming, the world. So he's been making his own like little video game.
That's amazing.
Right?
But also like worthwhile. Like making your own games, it's so much more accessible now, and I don't know. I love what people are inspired by too.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready. Great job, Noah. There you go. Another one, we got some color into it. Little neck tattoo. I've got my own fake tattoos today.
I heard about these things. I haven't seen them yet.
And right here on my arm. There's one on my hand.
Oh, so it's a fake tattoo.
It's done with like a printer. You literally just rub it across. It's a hand printer. You rub it across your skin and it does it. You actually should look into this just with all your stuff you do.
That's cool as heck.
And you can do it on any material. You can do it on walls, fabric,
keep it up.
Glass,
Smiley face.
Skin. Pretty cool.
Man.
This is cool. I like where she's going with this.
Nice.
I
got the hummingbird up, but it's in solo right now.
You guys missed some sweet material figuring out.
And again, we're also giving away for.
All right, we're out of solo. We're out of solo.
Back to dress. Oh, nice.
Right? Just like whoosh.
Nice.
The 3D you need.
Yeah. A lot of people now starting to get smart with their materials, right? And getting their material selecting, their color selection starting going. Right? So that's pretty awesome. Angel, for submitting your work, remember, you got to put it on, stay on Joseph right now. I'll put the link. You got to put on the official topic in ZBrush Central. Okay, there's an official topic on ZBrush Central. This is where you post your final image. We'll be going through this again with you all when we're getting closer and closer. Let me just.
Yeah, Daisuke put the link in.
All right, Daisuke's beating me to the punch. I'll do it. I already was literally clicking enter when it.
Oh, he beat you.
That's where you have to put your final image. So when you are done, your final image has to go in that topic. Okay, you got to make a username.
He is an inspiration.
If you don't have one already, you can't post tomorrow. It has to be done today by 3:30. The Sculpt Off's only today. Unfortunately, it is too late to participate if you're trying to compete in the Sculpt Off. And then you can just click and drag and drop the image in the box. Daisuke's walking you through it. Thanks, Daisuke. And I'm pulling up what Jessica's found. Oh, there we go.
Right? I'm trying to hunt down everybody who's kind of got like their final framing sort
Get
of
to the ends,
decided on,
All right, go
just
ahead.
so we can.
Switch. I personally like her webcam because someone else is in the back playing a video game right now.
Watch, they're also in the sculpt off.
Yeah.
Unless they could also be in the sculpt off. That would be pretty.
That looks like a video game to me. Doesn't matter. This is pretty cool, man. Nice. Nicely done. Who do we have here? Oh, K-Mac. Tastic. Nice. Very cool. It's got character. I can see how she's going to frame it.
It's really cool. I love the hair. Oh,
Yeah.
That makes me so stoked. Like, I want to make that wig.
Oh, there you go. Finding inspiration for Jessica. now.
Good job, thumbs up.
Yeah.
All right, I got one that's working on some stuff.
Go ahead. What do you got?
It's got a steampunk arm. It looks like it's crushing a girder. This character. Like almost like a steampunk.
Oh yeah. Like it's an exosuit kind of.
Yeah. Repulsor cannon.
Right. We're gonna keep looking, people. So keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. Keep working. We're gonna try to pull up as many as we can so everyone can see what everyone's up to, what everyone's doing. I'm going to see if is Bernardo. I have to come back to him.
Here, Paul, clicking.
What? Oh, I'm still finding one.
Man, it's already like crazy dark here.
Yeah, it did not waste any time for the sun to
No.
go down on you.
No, it's not even 6 o'clock yet.
All right. I got one up and ready now. There you go. He's at the point of where he's also putting his where he wants it to be, getting the rendering down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like how they're framing them too, which is interesting.
It's how you save yourself time with this. And this is, I think, for people that have never done this before, you learn a lot from being in a competition like this, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that mask look going.
Now this one, I don't think they figured out quite yet which one how they're going to display it, because we are sculpting the back of the head here. And if you're not going to see it, it's one of your rules, isn't it, Paul?
Yeah. That's how you can save yourself some time if you ever do anything like this.
But I like this one too. It's very sculptural to the entire thing.
Yeah, I'm just.
And this is also ZBrush Core Mini.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
It is. It is mini. Good to see a person doing with mini.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
You can do a lot in mini if you just.
Well, it makes it accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
So we have, what's your clock say behind you? 37 minutes? 37 minutes left.
Yes, 37 minutes left. Hold on. I'm trying to get another one up. Not playing.
Getting to the final end here. So 30 minutes is not a lot of time.
No.
No.
No, it's like get your absolutely necessary for the composition stuff in now.
Yeah, and if any of you are watching the stream right now, like this is all done in ZBrush Core Mini, the artwork you're seeing right here. And you can go download ZBrush Core Mini for free. So this is 100% the piece of software of ZBrush you see right now on screen is ZBrush Core Mini, and you can just go download it. It's free. You can go
You
try it
just
out.
made
You can
amazing
end up,
art.
Sculpting
Best
something
of
like
luck,
this,
sir.
which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to get one that keeps showing me, and then it's like freezing on him for me.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. So give me a minute. I gotta find I'll see if I find another one.
Give me a second.
You have a comment that looks like it might be using a mouse too with ZBrush Core.
Thank you.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's hard mode.
That is hard.
That's like sculpting with boxing gloves. Okay, I got one.
Oh, that one's cool.
Oh, that looks really cool.
I just landed here, never
It's
been
an
here
NPR
before.
one. It's the teapot
Do
one.
you stream regularly?
Oh, it is.
I
the
would
teapot
love to
one.
hang out.
I didn't even notice the teapot until That's awesome. She did great on that.
That's a really cool like overall competition.
Yeah.
The gun, the steam, the pot, the tea.
Jessica, I see a little bit of you in this one. I see a little bit of you in this
That's
one.
just because it's ginger.
No. It helps, but no.
Yeah, I had some friends tagging me in some Sylvanas stuff. They're like, "Do they use you for Sylvanas?" And I was like,
Here, I got another one.
But not.
Ah,
Isn't the expression just adorable?
that's great.
Yeah, she's just like, "Ah, I should not have invented these skates."
These skates are awful.
Mistakes
got-
were
she's got-
made.
She's got Z color up too. So the.
Oh yeah, the
Awesome.
plug-in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the final shot for this. Like, I hope it's kind of like a wide angle lens or like a really exaggerated lens to get like, "Whoa,"
Yeah, that would definitely push it more.
right?
Yeah. Do you really get that feeling like you as the viewer, you're falling in
Yes.
that? Yeah, 100%.
But we'll see what the final frame will be. But I'm delighted that they got the character, they got the pose, they got an expression, like
Mhm,
super
mhm.
dynamic.
Yeah, we're doing our best, everybody, to try and get to as many people as we can, and maybe even revisit people. Here's a revisit. If you guys remember this one, here's a revisit.
Oh man, that one's getting nice and colorful now too.
There you go. Remember that one? No,
Yeah.
there's a revisit of that one.
Yeah, we saw that way back when it was
Yeah,
just
like in the very, 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 very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're creeping up. Yeah, 33 minutes left. 33 minutes left. Nice. Wonder how you're going to frame it. Getting some little leather. Good contrasting between the coloring to make some of those gears stand out.
Mm-hmm. I got another revisit for you all. The Dodo.
Oh, the
Look at that one. I like the internal gears.
Oscar. Yeah.
Yeah.
There, to your question that somebody was asking, there is no more hard surface organic category. We actually did away with that last year. We just did straight up, let's do a competition. So there is no
so you can.
hard surface organic.
Yeah, because you can choose either one. So if you wanted to sculpt organic or sculpt hard surface, it's up to you.
Or and even combine them all, right? So if someone wants to do some hard surface with their organic, they're completely free to do that as well. And then the winners will be announced.
Noah, you
first
just made my
thing
day, man.
In the
Keep it up,
morning.
you are.
Well, that's not the
amazing.
morning, but the stream on Tuesday. Our stream starts at 4 p.m., which again, that's Los Angeles time. Okay, so all the times that I'm saying from out loud right now are Los Angeles time. So at 4 p.m. LA time, we will be announcing the Sculpt Off winners. Okay, so keep that in mind. And again, there is spots for you all to get reminders. So hold on, I'm going to pull our calendar real quick. So stay on, Joseph, for a little bit, and I'll get you guys the calendar here. And you guys can actually get reminders for every one of the streams coming up in these next 3 days. So that way we'll get an email
that's true.
an hour before this.
He just made my
particular
day.
segment starts.
And his work is just
If you
spectacular.
want to get reminders.
I
this
agree,
way
your
as
work
well.
is fantastic.
awesome.
Good luck in the sculpt
Yeah, I'm
off.
gonna need some
Smiley
reminders,
face.
'cause I want to watch a bunch of the stuff.
Yeah. Hold on. This person was just doing some crazy awesome stuff. I think they were combining a little hold on, 2.5D. I'm just seeing because they're playing around right now. So I want to reframing, getting their image. Just keep watching the dodo.
Keep watching the dodo.
Keep watching the dodo. Okay. Okay, go ahead and switch to me now. There you go.
Oh, that one's looking crazy with all the.
Yeah, like it's some really crazy stuff going. I didn't know how to describe it when I like.
Is that's the octopus or one of
It
the?
is an
It
octopus,
is an octopus,
but
it's not.
It's a different
Yeah, it's
one.
not what we saw earlier. It's just crazy, and I love how they've got these gears inside a sphere that they've cut away, and they've placed it like it's just it's very
Yeah, that or you flip the normals and do that too on the sphere. Either way would work. Yeah, it gives that kind of world space a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a cool idea. That's a
you know those Magic Eye books where you were like, that's what it reminds me
I can't do them. I can't do them. I could never ever see.
My brother-in-law.
You just gotta cross your eyes.
Either. Yeah, you just gotta like unfocus.
Doesn't work for me, people. Doesn't work.
I'm even colorblind, Paul, and I can see them.
Okay. Listen, it's like that old Seinfeld episode, right, where the boss couldn't get him either. Right. So,
all right, I got
heads up, everybody that's in this. We are at the 30-minute mark. 30 minutes and counting left. Right. So don't forget, you need to post before the time's up.
Yeah, only stress from now.
Yeah.
Like just your hands start sweating.
Right. No.
So this was the other one that I was thinking about.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
I like the multiple lenses on the hat.
Chris got the joke for this time. He even remembered it was the sailboat. All the participants are all over the map, Vita. So you got professionals, you got people that are not professional. It's all over the place.
Yeah, it was anybody signed up could enter. Yeah,
anybody could compete. It was open to everybody this year. Oh, I happened to click on the same one, Joseph, that you're already looking at.
It happens.
It happens. There's just a lot to look at. Plenty of goggles.
Ooh, I don't know if you guys have seen this one.
What do you got? Here, let me see. I'll look. Let's see which one you got there. No, hold on. Let me put that one.
Yeah, it's super interesting, and I'm enjoying the dramatic lighting. Like, because you guys are requiring like a final image, it's really having people focus on getting some light.
Yeah, they're hitting the BPR right now.
Yeah, it's real cool.
Yeah, you switching?
Yep, go ahead. Switch over.
Oh, wow.
Added a red color. And he's wearing like a puppy dog.
Yeah, little steam puppy.
The steam pup.
Throwing a little blend color in there by the depth, which is I love the filtering system doing this. That depth is the best way to do a focal length depth of field.
Yeah.
Just using that with the A and Bs and setting it, and then because it's real time updating, because it's the BPR.
Yeah.
So
all you gotta do is drag the slider to the area of the model, and it'll automatically calculate the distance.
So is that under lights?
They're
it's
in
a BPR filter. Yeah.
BPR.
They're in render and BPR filters right now.
Nice.
And he's using a colorized filter, and then he or she is doing it by red. Now, apparently, they might be listening. They're going to show the blur now. Jordan. Okay, Jordan. Sorry, Jordan. Jordan's listening, I think. So you can do a blur filter and then use that depth to control where does it get blurry and how fast does that blur happen.
Nice.
It's such an easy way to work instead of sitting there. Because once you start throwing things like that on, right, in renderers, it takes so long sometimes to render. This is what Jordan's doing right now is all instant. The minute that our Jordan clicks and moves anything, it automatically updates. Right?
It's very cool.
And to your question about is next year's going to be open to everybody? I don't know. I don't know yet. We're still working on this year's.
We're not even over with this one yet. We got another 26 minutes. All right, I got one, Kyle. So this one we're down to the rendering too.
Nice. Another rocking out one. Steam in the back. Yes.
Yeah, super stoked.
Let's see. Let me see what else we got here. Let's see. Let me find one.
I think we're tweaking rendering settings still on what he's working on here.
Yeah. Well, there's still people though, even going and still working on some sculpting.
Yeah, there was a few.
I think he was gone. He took a little break there for a moment. Now you got him back. He's got 3 lights in there.
No, he was there. He was just ducked down.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Tying his shoe.
They come undone so easy when you're sculpting.
Can't escape it. There is no key shot. Everything must be done in ZBrush this year. That's one of the challenges for this year's. You can only use ZBrush for this challenge. And absolutely, please, if we do open it up again next year, you never know. By all means. All right, look at this one. Vehicle.
Oh man, that one's a vehicle.
It's our first vehicle.
Yeah. I'd like to see this.
Seat.
I got a robotic centipede. This chat was
that vehicle fits really well. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, that vehicle
Sure,
was awesome.
it was fun hanging out here.
For sure. It's really cool. What's it say on the wheels? Oh, ZBrush Summit 2020. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it does look like a wacky racer.
Yeah.
I hope to see you more often.
If they're going to put a person in it, or they're just going straight vehicle. Because obviously,
we got
into this on this stage, and we're not sure what else they've been doing.
There's one subtool not visible, so I don't know unless that's the person.
No, I don't think it is. I'm looking at it. Yeah. I can tell you it's a Polymesh 3D from a cube. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
I can give you that information.
All right, it looks like I got a final one. If you want.
Oh, you do?
Here. Yeah, this one looks. I don't see any more tweaking. So it's gonna be a quick one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They were doing some painting on the face to like enhance some shadows and like darken the lips.
Nice.
Creepy as heck.
Yeah, I can hear that one, just like the metal.
Yeah. Clacking on the ground as it chases you.
And the whirling sound. I wonder if there's a ray mesh. That's got to be some ray mesh. What do you think, Paul?
Listen, that's how I would do it. Yes, I would say from the neck, even the neck part is a ray mesh, and then down the arm centipede part, it would make the most sense to do a ray mesh there, for sure. It'd make it easy. You know, I'm a fan of a ray mesh now. Can't stop myself from.
Can't stop, won't stop.
I use a ray mesh a lot, especially for my hard surface stuff. I'm always using a ray mesh. It's just, I love the instanting ability. So so this is being requested. Some people are like, hey, go back to Steven. So I got Steven's up now. We got a couple people in the chat. Check out what Steven's got going on, because he's getting his final too.
Super fun. Ooh, you know, that faceplate reminds me of the World War I veterans coming back with like facial injuries. Like they would have to have like beautiful porcelain artistic things as like facial prosthetics.
Yes. Which
that's what that reminds me of.
This is a great segue, Jessica. You might not also know this. So by tomorrow being National STEM Day here in the United States, tomorrow is also UK's Remembrance Day. And Veterans Day is this week coming up for the US and Canada. So the first segment tomorrow is actually going to be a little tip of the hat to all the fallen soldiers around the world. And we have an artist that literally did like a monument piece for fallen soldiers. And we're going to have a company seeing it out in the stream.
Okay, so one of the things that I watch on YouTube all the time is like oddly satisfying, and it's like machining. I love watching
Really?
like machining or mixing silicone. It's so soothing. Like I don't do ASMR, but I love watching machining. So I am here for that. That sounds
We've got
like
a couple people that'll be sharing stuff like that. We're going to take advantage of webcamming now, right? We're going to take advantage. We're going to be able to show you guys behind the scenes of some studios, actually. Oh, that's awesome. Nice job.
Isn't it great where it went? Like when we watched this way in the beginning, it was just the head pieces getting adjusted.
Mm-hmm.
But like the whole design for this one, like the silhouette to the really delicate neck and the rest is powerful. It's really fantastic.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, he did great.
Oh man, I got a hysterical one, but coming up soon. Yes.
In the tongue.
Look at the dog. There's so much movement in that.
I love these artists. When I was on their stream, it was